the game by the 11th grader Brady Fant, come in replace of Deuce Hugger. Wow, had a great night passing and on the ground.
And his stats really didn't even reflect how good he was. He was 2 yards short both plays for 2 passing touchdowns that could have been. He had one to Lambert that it looked from my angle he may have been in, but the ref thought otherwise, and we have to agree with him. But he really had 2 passing touchdowns on the night. They just had to punch it in on the ground with that ground and pound offense. And a good thing, too, because Brady will be starting again tonight with Deuce out another week recovering from that MCL strain.
I know I've talked to several of the kids this week, last week leading up to the PRC game, again this week leading up to Hattiesburg. They said Brady had another good week of practice. I think the team has a lot of confidence in Brady under center.
Absolutely, especially with Coach Collins leading the helm. I think both Brady and Deuce were both fit to start. I think Deuce was just a little more all-around quarterback there at the beginning of the season, and I don't really think there's been much drop-off at all that last game from Deuce to Brady.
Max, the Hornets will take the kick here to start the game.
And it looks like number 1, Joshua Jones, to kick off for the Tigers. The high pooch kick will be fielded at the 25-yard line by Hollis Porter. He won't have much room to go, and the Tigers have him wrapped up there. So East Central starts their first drive of the game at their own 29-yard line. As previously mentioned, quarterback Brady Fant leads the team out onto the field. So he's behind a very well-seasoned offensive line, consisting of left tackle Matthew Greeno. Shout out to the little brother on the field. See left guard Luke Walden, center Cade Benefield, right guard Mason Estes, and right tackle Gavin Troshset.
Okay, Max, we're going to see how this goes early on. Hornets at the 34. Not bad field position.
The handoff up the middle to Marble. That's a good recovery there.
Good hard run by Marble.
Andrew Marble takes a gain of 3 on the play. That'll bring up second down for the Hornets. Probably worth mentioning just the versatility of the backfield out there. There's not really a one go-to runner. It's more of a two-headed monster with Andrew Marble making his own way out there with Eli Smith and Sam Walls both running for 673, 620 yards respectively. And they've even had to throw in some newer guys out there. They've moved Kobe Reynolds from defense to fill that fullback position, and they've dressed out 2 freshmen this game to make up for extra spots back there to play. Fan under center with the Hornets. He'll hand off to Eli. Not much room there to the right side. They'll mark him for a short gain on the play, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for East Central on their first drive of the game.
Max, I was talking to Coach Collins first part of the week about this Hattiesburg defensive unit. He felt like their secondary and the 2 inside linebackers is probably as good as we've seen all season long. He felt like that maybe contributed to some of the passing teams have trouble against Hattiesburg this year.
Speaking of passing, Fant rolls out. His
boy,
pass is complete.
Look at that to Eli Smith.
Wide open to Eli.
Woo! Great play right there to pick up the first down, Max.
Mark him for a 37-yard gain on the play, and that's just, you talk about defending the pass game, but it's hard to defend the pass when you leave them open like that, and that's just a byproduct of that offense with 4 moving parts every play.
That swing pass was wide open, wasn't it, Max?
Absolutely, and that's a go-to favorite of the Hornets there, that roll to the right with normally 2 guys running in the flat and 1 further downfield, and that's just what they needed. And East Central has a first down in Tiger territory at the Hattiesburg 40. Sam Walls up the middle. He'll fight his way really made something out of nothing there for 1-yard gain. That'll bring up second down for the Hornets.
Tigers definitely stuffing that middle, aren't they?
Absolutely. They came in with a game plan. Seems like they're playing 5 down linemen, which really it does play in East Central's favor as they can run more to the outside. But as you mentioned earlier, that speed at the linebacker and secondary position, there's really no more room there just by stacking the middle. It'll be a dogfight all night just based off this first drive of the game.
Max, if the Hornets can just keep moving the chains all night, that's really our game.
Like you said, that last play really was more of a fluke. It's more of a slower particular drive down the field. That looks like Sam on the play again.
Good job.
And a new dive to the right side. A gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd and manageable for East Central.
Brings up 3rd down and 3.
See, not much wind tonight. We're within Ferris's, getting close to Tyler Ferris's range, but then again, Coach Collins prefers 6 to 3. I imagine we'll have 2 downs to try and convert this 3 yards right here.
No quarterback push. Looks like it'll be a 4th down.
And that's a rare short gain on that quarterback sneak. Unlike most teams, that's one of East Central's really reliable plays. Normally they can average 5 or 6 a carry there, but just 2, that'll bring up 4th and 1, and it's
a short one, too.
It'll be a showdown between the offensive line and defensive line for Hattiesburg.
Max, I don't think we got to make the 30 to pick up the first, do we? Just a little bit shy of the 30?
We'll see. Just get the nose of the ball on that line to be safe. Brady takes the snap from under center. Bring guy in motion.
Looks like we got a flag.
Hey, we don't even need to snap the ball. That'll be offsides on the defense. It'll move East Central up 5 yards. It'll be an automatic first down there. We'll move the ball up to about the 26-yard line, and that's a first down for the Hornets.
You know, Max, I noticed a couple of times last week against PRC, Brady changed his cadence a little bit, a couple of times there to pick up some crucial first downs in the first half. I think they have confidence in him doing that along our offensive front.
Absolutely. They have a few built-in, talking to Matthew, there's a few built-in play counts where sometimes they may just go to the line, they don't have a play in their pocket.
Oh, Eli Smith down to the 20.
Eli Smith, he'll be down around the red zone for the Tigers.
Good spin and
run.
run.
On the tackle. It was a good run. Good hold there by the right side of the line. Really had it overloaded there to the far away side, and Hattiesburg didn't quite adjust just right. Bring up 2nd down and 3 for the Tigers, or for the Hornets at the Tiger 19. And we'll see what Coach Collins has cooking up here coming into the red zone.
Great first down play, 2nd short. That's all about us right there, isn't it? That's what we need.
Another staple of the East Central offense is that 11-man box from the defense.
Big bulldozing run right there.
That's Colby Reynolds, brought him over from the defensive linebacking core. Comes in, he played fullback most of his career here, moved to defense over the last offseason. They brought him back to fullback this year, and he had plenty on that run and enough power. That's another first down inside the 15 now at the Tiger 13. And I'm not sure Hattiesburg wants to play all 48 minutes of this type of offense.
Eli Smith.
Eli on the edge, tripped up on his own guy there. I think no gain on the play right there. The Tigers had that well and covered up. Bring up 2nd down and 10 to go for East Central. And we'll see how Coach Collins and the Hornet offense responds to that no gain. They're overloaded to that right side, bringing Matthew over there, and they'll follow behind them. That's Reynolds again.
Reynolds again, down to the 5.
He's looking more like a Bo Wallace or a Bo Jackson out there. He's down at about the 5-yard line.
He's probably close to that first down, Max.
Right there at the 5. He'll be about a yard short based off the spot of the chains, but that's 3rd and 1, and that's completely manageable for East Central. About 6.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter.
What a great drive here to open the game, Max.
Just a classic East Central drive. 5.5 minutes off the clock so far. Fant takes the snap. He'll hand off to Eli. He'll take it to the right side.
Uh-oh.
Flags on the play.
No, here we go.
I think they may have him for a chop block on the backside, if not a hold call. They'll have holding. Just probably a long block there that kind of didn't need to happen, but then again, it's what opened up that play. That'll back him up 5 yards from the spot. Soon be at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 3rd and 11, which really isn't in East Central's wheelhouse, this close to the goal line. But we'll see what Coach Collins and the offense has to plan up, and Bird Morris will bring the play in.
Looks like Sam Walls
will substitute for Colby Reynolds. Benefield stands over the ball. Fan go under center. Tight formation again for the Hornets. Brady will fake the handoff. He'll roll to his right. He'll fire downfield to the end zone. That's just thrown away out of bounds.
That's too bad. It looks like Sam Walls might have been open down around the 6-yard line. It was just on that play.
Tight spot to throw the ball, especially with all the speed on that defense.
Looks like we'll line up for 3 here, Max.
Tyler Ferris come onto the field. That'll be a 32-yard field goal right there from the 15. Well within his wheelhouse. Not much wind here tonight in Hattiesburg.
Tyler Ferris on the attempt a 32-yard field goal for the Hornets.
Kicks up. It's a low line drive. And he just stuck it in there. It's good.
Right.
East Central takes an early lead.
Hornets start with 3.
That drive lasted about 6 minutes, 9 seconds, ended with a Tyler Ferris 32-yard kick. And we'll go to a short break on Hornet football on WGU TV, brought to you by.
And traffic got you down? Ever feel like friendly service is a thing of the past? Well, at H&H Chevron, our friendly staff is always happy to greet you with a smile and get you going fast. Let us take care of you. Since 1992, fast and friendly customer service, quality, and satisfaction have always been our #1 priority.
In our family, we all use electricity differently. But when it comes to our Touchstone Energy Cooperative,
we all think about it the same way.
because our co-op
is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on.
But power is the information that we get from our co-op about efficiency,
Safety.
technology. We trust the co-op,
They're our neighbors.
Our friends.
our home.
Tonight's game is made possible by Singing River Electric, a proud sponsor of Hornet football on WGUD.
Welcome back to D.I. Patrick Stadium. Tyler Ferris just kicks off for the Hornets. There are whistles on the play.
Penalty marker on the field.
Looks like it may be offsides against Hornets on that kickoff. Back them up 5 yards. They'll just re-kick right there. It was another very predictable high pooch kick there from Tyler Ferris.
Max, I'm anxious to get a good look at this Hornet defense against Hattiesburg tonight. You know, our linebackers really run to the ball really well. They tackle really well. And I'm anxious to see what kind of job they do against the excellent Hattiesburg quarterback, Willis, and the running back, Andrews, number 2. Coach says that these two guys are just extremely athletic and some of the fastest players we've played.
Ferris will kick off. Whoop. Bobbled at 35. He'll just down it himself. Not sure who that was. His jersey's hard to read for the Tigers, but
35-yard line. We'll take that
for a 30-yard
kick.
punt. That's manageable. Really, like you were saying about the defense, it'll just show how versatile they are. From 2 weeks ago they played Pascagoula, which was about a half and half run and shoot, but a strong run game from every player on the field, to Pearl River, which was a clone of ourselves, old wing tee, run the clock style offense. And then this week we'll see what Hattiesburg can throw at us, more like a passing attack, probably with a strong run game thrown in as well. But I think the defense with defensive coordinator David Hudson can respond pretty well, and they'll put up a pretty good fight like they have every game so far this season. Tigers come out with trips to their right. They'll hand off up the middle to the tailback. Very shifty run down to the 45-yard line. Looks like he was brought down by Lane Hollis and Jaheim Packer right there. 9-yard gain on the Tigers' first play, and they'll go quick to the line.
2nd and 1.
Again, in that trips to the right set, more of an overloaded to the right. Tight end and wing on this side. Run up the middle again. Just taking advantage of that large offensive line they have, taken down by Dez Fairley at the Hornet 48-yard line. Hattiesburg really has 2 quick back-to-back plays here to open up the game. The Tigers will stay in this overloaded quad set to the right. Jordan Willis take from the Willis hands off again up the middle. Looks like number 22, Ellis Brown.
Max, hard to read those numbers on the Hattiesburg jerseys down there, but that looks like 22.
22, the ball carrier. I think that looks like Ellis Brown on our roster. Short gain of 3 on that last play. Tigers really liking this formation. Must be setting up for something later in the game, because East Central's been slowly creeping into the box further, and here it is. Willis will drop back to pass, and he had a man open covered by Razzie Smith. He just couldn't connect on the target. That'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Tigers, and this is where the Hornet defense normally shows up. A lot of tackles for loss on the year. T.J. Dunsford leading the team with 16 on the season. Hollis Porter and Carson Llewellyn with 10 each apiece, both from the linebacking core. And Hattiesburg will take some time to think this one over. They'll bring out some of that muscle and put some more receivers out there. They'll send number 1 to the far side of the field and remain trips here on the home sideline. Willis will take the snap from the shotgun.
Uh-oh, looks like Hattiesburg jumped out here on the edge.
Like number 12, Walton Thompson, just a miscommunication there. That's better for the East Central defense. That'll back him up 5 yards. That brings up 3rd down and 12 now. See what Coach Hudson and the defense have to cook up. I imagine a pretty strong showing from the defensive line.
Max, it looked like they had deep safety number 4 forward cheating up close to the line of scrimmage on that play. Not sure if they're going to have him blitzing or what.
They'll have him down there again. He must be, if he's not blitzing, he's covering that tailback. But either way, they may need to be careful. Hattiesburg will check with the sideline with their coaches. 3rd down and 12 for the Tigers from the 50, and it's a quarterback keeper to the left. East Central's there, and
Ford,
there's Tyrell
Ford. Big tackle by Ford.
Will be a gain of 3 for Jordan Willis on the carry. Looked like Jordan Willis, their quarterback.
I think Hattiesburg's going to go for this.
I don't think they have anything to lose. This is basically a playoff game right here. It's a 3-yard gain. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9. The Hattiesburg offense will stay on the field.
Really good call by Coach Hudson, bringing Ford up close to the line. He was the one that got out there and was first to the ball carrier.
The trickeration here from the Tigers. They'll try and –
oh, man, some of the Tigers almost run into each other.
Trying to pull an Auburn there and draw East Central off sides, maybe get a little more manageable. Quick snap. It's a fake punt. That's what they were doing. They were letting number 1 stay on the sideline, and he'll weave his way in. He's down inside the 5. That's a touchdown-saving tackle from Rassie Smith right there. That wasn't an Auburn move. That was a Georgia Tech move right there. They went on for the special teams. Just a quick fumble on the play, and they were just – East Central really didn't make a mistake there. They just thought they had substituted all 10. Quick snap. They threw it downfield, and Hattiesburg has life again. They're down at the 2-yard line.
Well, a great call by Hattiesburg, no doubt. Here
absolutely.
Early in the game. Let's see what happens here.
They'll come back out in that same quads as the right set they had the first few plays of the drive.
Looks like Hattiesburg's got some confusion here and may have to call a timeout.
Yeah, offensive lineman missing on the field. And they will take a timeout.
What do you think of when I say Hurley?
Home.
Home. Your home.
My home.
Home. I'm Leah Hinton, broker and owner of Southern Oaks Realty right here in Hurley. Although Hurley is home, our team is ready to help you anywhere in South Mississippi.
Even where our rivals reside.
Looking to buy or sell a home?
Call us today or stop by the office. Let us help you establish new roots.
Here's a scenario. Work has sent you cross-country. You drive 2,000 miles, eat something that resembles food, and seal the deal with a room full of strangers. Now you have a big old check, which means you hold in your hands the future of your company. But wait, you have the Singing River Federal app, which means you and thousands of others like you can bank wherever you are. So no more worries, except for whatever you ate. Singing River Federal, the better way to bank, wherever you are.
Welcome back to D.I. Patrick Stadium. 1st and goal to go for the Tigers from the 2-yard line after that fake punt on 4th down. And that's number 22, Ellis Brown again up the middle.
Looks like a flag down on the play, Max.
They'll have him in. That looks to be holding based off the referee's spot. He was in on the play. And we'll wait for the call from the official. And it will be holding against the offensive line more than likely. That'll back him up 10 yards. And that may hurt or help East Central right there because they seem to have haven't really shown it off yet, but there's definitely a passing attack in that offense. That'll make it still 1st and goal, this time from about the 12-yard line.
Max, that gives us a little bit of margin for error here.
Most definitely. See, Hattiesburg will finally flip the play. Now the strong side to the left side, trips to the left, tailback to the quarterback's right, to the quarterback's left. One receiver here on the home sideline. Hattiesburg checks the sideline, looking for the play. 15 seconds on the play clock remaining with 4 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Quarterback takes the snap. He'll keep it himself. It'll be a speed option to the left. And the Hornets were there.
Play by the Hornets.
Loss on the play. I couldn't see exactly who. It looked like Hollis Porter maybe.
I saw Hollis Porter come in there first really hard on that carry.
It's another tackle for loss for him on the season. That'll bring up 2nd down and goal, this time from the 14-yard line. And for those of you watching at home, don't worry, the cameraman's not having a panic attack or anything. We're on top of the roof, and there's an air conditioning unit behind us that may be shaking the camera, so we're doing our best to keep it stable, but apologies for any inconveniences there at home. That's 2nd down and 14 for the Tigers from the Hornet 14-yard line.
Max, they'll spread it out, won't they? They got
They absolutely will.
Receivers wide to the right. Another flag on the play.
Looked like it may have been a expiration of the play clock. Hattiesburg takes their 2nd time out just to be sure they don't get penalized anymore. And we'll take a short break. We're watching Hornet football on WGUD, brought to you by H&H Chevron.
Hi, I'm Stacy Enlow. At M&M Bank, we believe the same things that build a great football program sustain a great bank. Come experience the community banking difference at your local M&M Bank today. Ask to see me, Stacy Enlow, at the Pascagoula Main Branch. At M&M Bank, we are truly hometown people that you know.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
As the leaves fall, so do our prices. Hurry to Taylor Furniture for our fall clearance event. Save up to 50% off with 18 months no-interest financing. Get big savings on top mattress brands like Sealy, Beauty Rest, and Sierra Sleep with free delivery and removal. How about a great deal on our most popular living room sets? Get 2 recliners for one low price or save big on our most popular bedroom sets. These savings won't last long, but they could be yours and only at Taylor Furniture in Moss Point.
And welcome back to D.I. Patrick Stadium here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The quarterback will take the snap under pressure. It's complete on a short slant downfield. Can't quite see the number on that. Looks like it may be number 10, Torrey Conley, on that play. But Hattiesburg takes advantage of coming out of that timeout, and they drew up that play, and the Tigers score.
Well, certainly a good call by Hattiesburg right there to hit the middle. I don't think we were looking for that.
Absolutely. They've almost been setting up for it. East Central's been creeping more and more guys into the box just to watch that run game they have, and just enough movement out there on the outside from that shifty receiver to get enough space. And the Tigers will come on for the extra point. Like number 12, Walton Thompson, the hold. Can't see the kicker's number. They'll be on to attempt the point after, and the Tigers currently lead 6-3. 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Kicks up. And it's good. The Tigers extend their lead 7-3 with 3 minutes left to play in the first quarter, and we'll take a short break. You're watching Hornet football on WGUD, brought to you by H&H Chevron.
Attorney Matthew Lott and his group of awesome paralegals get up every day with a dedication to solve your legal problems. Injuries and family matters are our specific areas of concentration. Results matter, and our track record shows it. We have also obtained numerous significant settlements and verdicts for our clients through our personal injury practice and obtained life-altering judgments for our clients in our divorce and child custody practice. Our offices are in Hurley and Pascagoula, and we have represented clients in almost every county in Mississippi. If you cannot come to us, we will come to you.
Tired of looking from store to store for furniture that matches the rest of your decor just to settle for something close? At Willis Furniture, along with the fine quality of their furniture, you can choose to have it custom made in a choice of many different fabrics or leather. Willis.
And welcome back to D.I. Patrick Stadium shortly before a kickoff from the Tigers. Lane Hollis and Sam Walls back deep to return for East Central. Looks like number 1, Joshua Jones, on the kick for the Tigers. Following that touchdown score they had, a short onside kick. That'll be fielded by Jared Huff at the 45, and he'll take it down immediately. Good recovery there on the fly from the Hornets. And East Central takes over with pretty dang good field position for their second drive of the game.
Max, just looking forward to this offense getting back out here on the field, try to reestablish some of the momentum that we had early.
Absolutely.
We had a great initial drive down there. Were it not for the old holding penalty, I think we would have put it in there for 7.
For sure. It was they converted on that third down right there inside the 5-yard line. And without that holding penalty, they'd have the ball inside the 3 with 4 downs to try and score, and it's almost a guarantee they would have, barring something else. Here we come back out on the field. Brady Fant under center. He'll roll to his right, looking to pass down the field. Mason Estes providing some protection. Errant throw there on the – not sure he was throwing to there. Be broken up by multiple Tiger defenders. That'll bring up second down. And 10 yards to go for the Hornets. Good defensive play there by the Tigers to adjust. That was a well-covered passing play. Probably after they got burned on that first play. that first passing play the Hornets had earlier in the quarter, they don't look to be burned again. Fant comes back out, tight end and wing back to this side, and he'll come to this side. Eli Smith on the carry. He'll be looking downfield, and they'll mark him for a gain of 3 on the play. That brings up 3rd down for East Central. Kind of a hard spot here for the Hornet offense with 3rd and 7. There's not too many 7-yard run plays East Central has, whether they break something loose, and it's kind of a bad area to try and go for it on 4th as well. But we'll see what Coach Collins and
Reynolds and Fant coming into the game, Max. Let's see what Coach Collins got here on his 3rd and long.
With Reynolds coming in, there's a good chance it may be a power run to the outside with Reynolds, the way he's been running all night, who line up at the fullback position. Hattiesburg brings all 11 guys down inside the box.
Marble, look at Marble. Marble's got a break. He's going. Woo, man, look at that, down to the 40-yard line. Good run by Andrew Marble.
Mark it for about a 12-yard gain on the play. That was an excellent advantage. They brought Reynolds out there on that play and ran him to the left side to take advantage of the defense, knowing that he was probably going to get the ball. And then they bring Andrew Marble around on that fake handoff, on the second handoff.
Wow,
and he'll take it down to the 40. Another 1st down for the Hornets this time in Tiger territory. And the drive stays alive with just under 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. They'll send Marble in motion, handoff to Sam Walls up the middle. And he'll find his way down to the 36-yard line before he's brought down.
Good hard run by Sam Walls right there, Max. Got us a nice gain on 1st down. Sets up for us to move the chains here, hopefully, on the 2nd down call. Boy, I want to go back to that play by Andrew Marble. We could come back to that later in the half as really a big play. We didn't need to turn the ball over right there.
Absolutely not. Final handoff to Eli up the middle. He had a hole, but just a quick move there from that agile Tiger defensive lineman. They'll trip him up. They'll probably turn a almost sure enough 1st down into a gain of 4 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Tigers. The 3rd and 3 for East Central at the Tiger 33-yard line. Fairly manageable down and distance here for the East Central. They'll bring Bird Morris in at receiver. Fan will break the huddle with his offensive line, take his place under center behind Cade Benefield. He'll hand off up the middle to Sam Walls. He's got room to the edge.
Go, Sam, go! Go, Sam, go! All right, down to the 8-yard line.
Nice, about almost 25-yard gain on the play. Really just broke the game, or broke that run open right there. Hattiesburg's continued to crash that inside of the line, and East Central took advantage of it and just chipped one guy out there on the edge and broke Sam free. We got 1st and goal for East Central down inside the 8-yard line. And barring a holding penalty there, East Central's got a pretty good chance to take the lead. 30 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Eli will get the carry, and he'll just be met by a wall of defenders there. No gain, maybe even a loss on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and goal. And East Central look to regroup.
That might be it for the first quarter, Max.
More than likely the way the offense is acting, but they'll bring the play call in. They'll see what they can do. Looks like Bird Morris substituting in again for Caden Fant. And then Lane Hollett, or Sam Walls comes in for Colby Reynolds. And the time has expired on the clock, but the refs have still allowed us to play. There they go. They'll finally call it. That'll be the last play of the first quarter. You're watching Hornet football on WGUD TV, brought to you by H&H Chevron. We'll see you after a short break.
Are you getting letters from the IRS? Have you not filed taxes in years? Do you feel like you have no options? Because we can help you find the best option based on your specific needs. The IRS has the power to freeze your bank account, to garnish your paycheck, and to seize your assets. We can help you with offer and compromises, not collectible status, innocent spousal relief, lien removal, garnishment relief, installment agreements, and much, much more. I am Ryan Longmire, and I'm here for all your tax service needs. Do not settle for just any tax service company. Choose Taxes in Time and let me get to work for you. Call now for your free consultation. Weekend appointments are available. Taxes and Time, a local tax company you can trust with all of your IRS and state taxing issues.
And welcome back to D.I. Patrick Stadium here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Shortly before the start of the second quarter, East Central has the ball with 2nd and goal to go from the Tiger 8-yard line. It's been a very consistent drive here for the Hornets. Another stereotypical drive, trying to look to punch it in for the first time tonight. And we'll see what the offense comes out on the field up their sleeve. Looks like Andrew Marble, Sam Walls, and Eli in the backfield.
2nd down and goal to go for East Central from the 8-yard line.
So they'll send out a tackle over formation to the left. Gavin Troshset out there with Matthew Greeno. And they'll run behind them. They got Sam Walls up the middle for a gain of looks maybe about 4 yards, depending on the spot. And I'll bring up 3rd and goal for the Hornets.
Wills the ball carrier. Down to the 5-yard line. 3rd down and goal.
Well, Max, this is offensive line territory right here. This is just man-on-man football. Let's see how our guys fare against their guys.
Definitely, and I'm more than sure they'll try and take advantage of 2 downs right here, with it being 3rd and goal to get 5 yards. Send Fant far to the left side, and Brady Fant will drop back. He'll run the speed option. He'll pitch to Sam.
Nice play by Brady Fant.
And he'll walk his way in. Just a well-run option there with a lead blocker from Eli Smith just to seal the edge, and East Central will take the lead.
Man, you got to really appreciate the job Brady Fant did right there on that option play, Max.
It's an excellent job. Just his normal option with just that early pitch to throw the Tigers off and really take advantage of the speed. They were already there on Brady, and Sam had plenty of room.
He held it
edge
as long as you could hold it, which is the key to that play.
Caden Fant on the hold for the point after. Tyler Ferris up to kick. So he snaps back, holds good. Kick is up, and there's a late flag that comes in, like a late offsides call from that referee over there. See, dead ball foul. The play can't stand.
Declining that penalty, Max. Looks like the Hornets will try another kick from the same spot.
Oh, they're just trying to get the ball down, up through the uprights, get back on the field to play. They marked off the yardage anyway, even though the penalty was declined. It was some confusion down there on the field. There they go. They'll back up to the 3 again. And once more, Tristan Lambert takes over on the ball with Caden Fant to hold. Tyler Ferris will take his steps back. Score is currently 9-7, pending the extra point. And the snap's back.
I think they were offsides again over on the top side.
Just another defender trying to creep off the edge. The Hornets take advantage of kind of a double move. They'll start in one stance and then make their way to their hands on their hips just to add a more blocking formation. And that really, just that small movement, as long as they're set for a second, is legal, and it'll draw that defensive line off.
Looks like we're going to go for it, Max.
They'll take it from the 3 to about the 1.5 yards.
Got the
offense. The offense will come back out, trying to make it a 4-point game with a 2-point conversion. And Fant hands off to the right side. It's Andrew Marble.
Great job by Marble.
Just a good block. That was their new formation there. I believe the Rhino formation, Matthew let us know. And the 2-point conversion's good. And after that, we'll take a short break. You're watching Hornet Football on WGUD, brought to you by H&H Chevron.
3-point conversion is good. 11 minutes, 18 seconds remaining in the half. East Central 11, Hattiesburg 7.
And traffic got you down? Ever feel like friendly service is a thing of the past? Well, at H&H Chevron, our friendly staff is always happy to greet you with a smile and get you going fast. Let us take care of you. Since 1992, fast and friendly customer service, quality, and satisfaction have always been our #1 priority.
In our family, we all use electricity differently. But when it comes to our Touchstone Energy Cooperative,
we all think about it the same way.
Because our co-op.
And welcome back to D.I. Patrick Stadium. Tyler Ferris just kicked off. It's fair caught by the Tigers. I just want to let the fans watching at home know again that we're on the roof here, the press box with the air conditioning unit directly behind us. And you may notice the camera's a little blurry. Every time that unit comes on, it will shake the camera. And we're doing our best to make the best of it. And we'll just hope you bear with us throughout the rest of the evening as that thing continues to turn on and off. But the Tigers will take over for their first drive of the second quarter at their own 37-yard line. Pretty efficient drive the Tigers had their last quarter. We'll see what they can do this time. And East Central really had them there on that fourth down, barring that fourth down conversion on that fake punt.
I thought it was a good start for the Hornet defense out there, Max. Like you say, the fourth down conversion there on the fake punt really threw us on our heels. But I think we're going to be okay. Let's see what happens.
The quarterback take the snap. He'll hand it off again. Strong run game they had there on that first drive. Picks up in the second quarter, too. You gain a 4 on the play. A swarm of Hornets there on the tackle. That'll bring up second down. See, Hattiesburg really likes this overloaded to the left side. Still on that home side with 4 receivers out to this side. Tailback up the middle again. He's finally met at the line of scrimmage, but he'll carry the pile. He's still going.
Wow.
They'll mark him at the 45. Another 4-yard gain. Bring up third down and 2 for the Tigers.
Good hard run there by Hattiesburg. Third and short.
And East Central's been there. It's just that guy. He's coming off the line, and he's coming with some momentum. It'll take more than just one guy to bring him down. Hattiesburg will make some substitutions prior to the snap. They'll check the sideline for the play call. Play call's in. He trips to the left again with an offset tight end in the backfield behind the left tackle. Quarterback motions his far receiver to the left side. He'll take the snap, handoff up the middle again. He's met in the backfield.
Well, Packer on a big play right there, Max.
Excellent job. Looked like Jaheim shed his block perfectly and then had just enough space to make the tackle. Gain of 1 on the play.
Should bring up a fourth down.
They scooted them close enough. It's really more like 4th and a quarter yard. The Tigers will stay on the field. I'll imagine they may even they should just try and run it here, a half yard. But I have confidence in that East Central defensive line and those linebackers. Hattiesburg checks the sideline. Offense will stay on the field for 4th down. See 2 receivers to our left side of the quarterback. Offset tight end to the left side as well. Receiver comes in motion to the right side.
Looks like a timeout.
Another timeout for the Tigers. That's their final timeout of the half. And we have 9 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the second quarter. We'll keep it here for this timeout. So far, I'd be willing to bet that it'll be a run up the middle here for the Tigers on this 4th down and extremely short based off their past play calls. I believe every call this drive has been a run up the middle. And so far here they are on 4th and a quarter yard for a strong defensive stand here for the Hornets.
You know, Max, I've watched a little bit of Hattiesburg this year on a couple of the WGUD telecasts, one against Pascagoula, but they look like they live on big plays. I really feel like if we force them to grind it out and have sustained drives somewhere along the line, we're going to stop them. I don't think first downs is going to beat the Hornets tonight. I think it's the long touchdowns.
Absolutely, like that fake
tonight.
punt that had us earlier. The Tigers come back out on offense, and they're overloaded to the left side. Quarterback or receivers kind of stacked to the left here. Quarterback takes it. He'll hand off to the tailback. He'll break that first and second line of defenders, but really a touchdown-saving tackle from Rancy Smith coming over. The Tigers convert on that 4th down on a 8-yard run from the tailback. Move them into Hornet territory at the 42-yard line. And the Tigers keep their drive alive with 9 minutes and 11 seconds left to play in the first half. And we'll see how the Hornet defense responds after that play. They'll bring up 4 down linemen with a linebacker standing up. They'll send it into an empty backfield.
Oh, man, great play right there by Des Fairley. Number 9, Des Fairley, and number 95, Williams.
Des had him wrapped up, and Raiden finished him off. Loss on the play. There's a flag on the play. Not sure what the motion was. It seemed to be a sideline interference on the Hornets. That'll just be a warning this time, but that'll be their first of the night. Another one will be a 15-yard penalty personal foul. But the play will stand. That loss of downs. He's up 2nd and long for the Tigers. thanks to Des Fairley and Raiden Williams. And just about the entire skill positions will sub out for the Tigers. And they'll go into a new formation this time. Trips to the right side. Quarterback in the shotgun. Tailback to his right, and one receiver here to our closest side on the home sideline. Quarterback will take it. He'll bobble the snap, and he'll keep it himself on a quarterback draw, and he has some room to run. And he was met first.
Good
like
job,
Hollis
right
Porter.
there.
Hollis Porter met him first.
Number 10, Owenby.
Owenby, that was it. Number 10, not 11. And then Carson Welling came and finished him off. Left him down at the 39-yard line. Another manageable third down here for the Hornets. The Tigers have been on. They will go for it on both downs. Really, they have 2 downs to try and get these 7 yards. He trips again to the right. His quarterback drops back. Throwing a short tunnel screen back here to the right to the middle of the field. And he'll weave his way down inside the 25-yard line. Like a swarm of Hornets there on that tackle. It's another smart play by the Tigers to take advantage of that speed. The defensive line thought they all had a guaranteed sack there, but really it was by design. The offensive line let them through to pave the way downfield. And the Tigers have another first down, this time at the East Central 23. Another large substitution for the Tigers. And they'll come out with 2 receivers off the line here to the left. Tight end and a wingback also to the left. Quarterback takes the snap. He'll hand it off up the middle. He has a hole to run through.
Good tackle by Razzie Smith coming across.
Good job by Razzie there. He'll have him at the 15-yard line, but another long gain on that play. It looked like 7 yards that time. And Hattiesburg seems to have found a rhythm. Same formation again for the Tigers. Quick snap, same play, run up the middle. He'll run into some defenders this time, but he's down inside the 10. Another first down for the Tigers. First and goal at the 9.
First down, Tigers.
We'll see how East Central responds. Backing them up this close to the end zone really is an advantage for this Hornet defense because it gives them the Tigers less room to run a passing play. But they'll stick to the ground.
He's in.
And he'll roll his way into the end zone. And he'll drag the whole pile in there. He's in, and Tigers retake the lead. It'll be 13-11 pending the extra point.
Ellis Brown.
Great run there by Ellis Brown. He met defenders at about the 5-yard line, but really powered his way over the rest of them all the way into the end zone. And that makes it a 2-point game with the Tigers in the lead with 6 minutes and 16 seconds left to play in the first half. Pending the Tigers' extra point. So kicker on to attempt the point after and mark their steps off. 15 seconds on the play clock. Snaps back, holds down, kicks up. It's blocked. East Central blocks it. The Tigers recover it. It is high school rules, so there are no recoveries on a blocked extra point. It'll remain a 2-point game. That could be a game decider later tonight. Instead of a 3-point lead, the Tigers go into a kickoff with 2. And we'll take a short break prior to the next kickoff. You're watching Hornet football on WGUD.
What do you think of when I say Hurley?
Home.
Home.
Your home.
My home.
Home.
I'm Leah Hinton, broker and owner of Southern Oaks Realty right here in Hurley. Although Hurley is home, our team is ready to help you anywhere in South Mississippi.
Even where our rivals reside.
Looking to buy or sell a home?
Call us today or stop by the office. Let us help you establish new roots.
Here's a scenario.
And welcome back to D.I. Patrick Stadium after a very short break. Turns out that last PAT will be retried. Evidently a Hornet defender leaped over the line. That's a personal foul. It'll be half the distance to the goal for the Tigers if they accept it, which they did. Bring the PAT team back onto the field. Still a 2-point lead. And there's still some confusion down on the field as the referees look to sort all this out with Coach Collins. It was an awful late call. Both teams were on the sideline, and the referees brought both of them back out on the field to try and re-kick this PAT.
1,000 miles. Eat something that resembles food and seal the deal with a room full of strangers. Now you have a big old check, which means you hold in your hands the future of your company. But wait, you have the Singing River Federal app, which means you and thousands of others like you can bank wherever you are. So no more worries, except for whatever you ate. Singing River Federal, the better way to bank, wherever you are.
Singing River Federal Credit Union, a proud sponsor of Hornet football.
It's certainly a judgment call, Max, and I'm not really sure. Certainly, Coach Collins doesn't agree with that one. I'm not sure I do either. You have to let people stick their arms up to block the kick, and I think that's some of the question that is really getting under Coach Collins' skin right now.
I think what he's arguing is the leaping really wasn't even much of a – it's a
not.
penalty to jump over the offensive line, but really what happened, one of our defenders, like you said, jumped up with his hands in the air, and when that offensive line knelt down to block, he tripped over them, which more than likely appeared from that back judge official's position to be a leap, when really it was just more of a finished block. And the guy they had for leaping over the line really wasn't even the one who blocked it. But they'll move it half the distance to the goal. The Tigers will come back out on the PAT. This time from the 1.5-yard line. Snaps back, hold is down, the kick is up, and it's good. It's now a 3-point game. The Tigers lead 14-11, and we'll take a short break. Never mind, we'll keep it here at D.I. Patrick Stadium here in Hattiesburg. 6 minutes and 16 seconds left to play, and we'll like to look to how East Central responds on this next drive in the game, Glenn.
Well, I tell you what, the Hattiesburg offensive line really did a great job driving down the field that time. I'm not really sure we expected them to really have a dominating performance tonight. I think we were more concerned about the speed in the backfield, but they certainly look good right there, Max.
Absolutely. They've just been opening holes right where they needed them to, and I don't think they had a run for less than 4 yards in that last drive. Just a dominating performance by really the unit we didn't even think to dominate so far. The Tigers will bring their kicking team out on the field. Like number 1, Joshua Jones back to kick for the Tigers. Haven't kicked deep yet, but once again it's Lane Hollis and Sam Walls back deep to return. Hornets bring 4 guys up into the midfield this time. That kick goes straight out of bounds. That'll be marked off as a penalty. They should take it at about the 35-yard line. And East Central takes over with excellent field position with just over 6 minutes left to play in the second quarter. Down by 3, depending on the spot of the ball. We'll see where they take over.
6 minutes, that's just about right, Max. Just about
Absolutely.
right.
That first drive of the game was about just over 6 minutes. Without that holding call, that would have been a touchdown drive. And there's the call. It's an illegal kick out of bounds by the Tigers. They'll take over 5 yards from 35. They'll be at the 40-yard line. And East Central really is right in their wheelhouse right now with 6 minutes left to play in the first half. Possession of the ball, especially with the Tigers getting the ball out of the halftime break.
We really don't need Hattiesburg to get the ball again in this half, Max.
Absolutely.
I think we need to hold on, play keep away, and punch it in the end zone.
And if not, definitely give it to them with less than a minute on the clock. Hattiesburg has no timeouts. East Central still has all 3.
Fumble.
Fumble on the play.
See, Marble on the carry there. Looked like he may have been punched out from behind. So far they have it marked down for East Central. And they'll maintain possession. That's a 2-yard gain there by Marble. That'll bring up second down. And the Tigers really came to play on both sides of the ball so far tonight. That defensive line's really been it's been a battle so far between our offensive line and their defensive line. 2 receivers in on this play. Fant and Bird Morris out to the right side of the quarterback. Fant under center. Fant rolls to his right.
There it is. Sam Walls down inside the 40-yard line.
And just a little fake play there to Eli Smith on the play action. They'll roll Sam out of the backfield. He'll be down at the Tiger 37-yard line.
Well, Max, we hit that early in the game to Eli Smith. We come back to it right here with a little over 5 minutes to go in the half. That'll give us a little momentum.
Just enough to try and carry us into the end zone. Just under 5.5 minutes left to play in the first half. Fant comes back under center with his brother Caden Fant coming in tight as wide receiver. And Brady hands off to Eli Smith to the left side. Eli doesn't have anywhere to go.
Ooh, boy.
They'll mark him for maybe a gain of 1 on that play. 5 minutes left to play now in the first half. And it'll remain 2nd and 10. The Tigers definitely make up for what they may lack in size, if at all. They make up for it in some speed to beat us to the edges. It'll take just some excellent blocking and execution to really beat Hattiesburg outside if they can't continue to pound it up the middle. Some confusion on the Hornet offense, but Fan will take his place under center. He'll hand off to Eli Smith again to the left side. Play kind of blown up from those defensive line, but he'll make it into a 2-yard gain. Eli will be down at the 35-yard line.
Well, right now, Hattiesburg's winning the battle on the line of scrimmage, Max. We got to get something going here.
Hattiesburg came to play so far. Right about 4 minutes left to play in the first half. Hattiesburg still leads 14-11. 3rd down and 8 here for the Hornets. Large range of tricks here Coach Collins could pull out. Caden Fant to the left side. Andrew Marble is the right wing back. He'll motion to the left. It's another speed option. And Sam has it. He has plenty of room for the first down, but there's a flag back at the play.
They're going to bring this one back.
Excellent design, but it looked like they may have had him for an illegal motion there, and that's exactly what it is. Just 2 guys moving at the same time, and that's just maybe a drive killer right there.
Great call at the right time. I really hate this one's coming back. Really caught Hattiesburg sleeping out there on the edge.
Absolutely, that same speed option they scored on earlier in the game. Right there to the opposite side, and Sam had plenty of room. He was down inside the 15 even, but just illegal motion there, and we'll back him up 5 yards. That's now 3rd down and 13. We'll sub Andrew Marble out. It'll be 2 receivers to the left, Caden Fant and Hayden Bird Morris there to the far side. Brady Fant under center. He'll throw out to his brother in the flat.
Good job right there.
He'll have it down to about the 32, depending on the spot, and they'll keep it at the 32.
Good clutch throw and catch.
4th and 5. The clock stops with 3.5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. It's 4th down, but I imagine East Central will still stay on the field. It's too far for a field goal and too close for a punt. And a large substitution. They'll bring in Colby Reynolds and Andrew Marble into the backfield.
It's a big play right here.
And then they'll substitute Reynolds back out. Sam Walls comes in. Brady Fant takes under center. Caden Fant out to the left. Marble back in motion. Same speed option play. The Tigers may have been ready for this one.
Got outside.
Sam takes it. He's down inside the 25, down to the 20. Excellent design and run there.
Coach Collins got him again out there on that outside, Max.
Just enough motion on that play where the play side offensive back, he'll motion to the right side, just enough time to throw that linebacker off by 1 step while everybody else is motioning to that left side, and it'll break Sam free just about every time if they keep adjusting like that. And the drive stays alive with 3 minutes and 24 seconds left to play. East Central just outside the red zone by about an inch. Marble in motion. It's another illegal motion right there on that play. I'm not sure about that one. There must have been something the official can see, but yet again another illegal shift. Well, I guess something with Marble coming in motion like that, and somebody else doesn't have their hand down. But Hattiesburg will make some defensive substitutions, and East Central will back up 5 yards.
Well, we still got the first down, so we're not in terrible shape.
It'll remain 1st down, this time from the 25, 1st and 15, with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left to play in the first half.
Max, we're definitely taking most of this 6 seconds off the clock, the 6 minutes off the clock here in the end of the second quarter.
Most definitely. Double wing formation. Sam Walls is the fullback. They'll bring Marble in motion. It'll be a play-action fake. He'll fire downfield. He caught that ball.
Touchdown, Hornets.
They'll rule it incomplete.
Oh, man. I thought he had it.
Must have just came loose. It's an excellent job by Eli Smith to come off from the wing right there and just straight down the seam. He had 3 guys in the dust, just enough time on that play action to squeeze behind that defensive back in safety.
I thought we had it, Max. Hornet fans are really giving them a hard time on that call. I think the Hornet fans feel like that was a touchdown, completion for a touchdown.
Well, I'm not sure from our angle, but They had 2 officials down there said it was he must not have survived the ground there. But it's 2nd down and 15, same
Coach
formation.
Collins is livid about that call.
Caden Fant to the left. Brady will get tripped up behind. He'll recover. He'll fire downfield. Looking for his brother. He was just too covered, and he was under duress making that throw. It'll fall incomplete. That brings up 3rd and 15. What was once a fairly manageable 1st and 15 now is looking like a pretty hard to convert 3rd and 15. Just over 3 minutes left to play in the first half. Still 14-11 Tigers.
Max, I think every one of the 200 East Central fans over there was booing that call in the end zone a couple of plays ago.
See, tight formation again, that same speed option play. This time they'll have it much better defended. And Hattiesburg finally adjusted. That edge defender wasn't picked up by that moving back. Loss on the play, that brings up 4th and maybe 17 or 18 yards. Hard position here for East Central. And they'll let the clock run a little bit probably before they make their decision just to keep Hattiesburg from having too much time on whatever ends up on this 4th down. Just over 2.5 minutes left to play here in the first half. 15 seconds left on the play clock. East Central remains on offense. 4th down and 18 to go. They'll send Caden Fan out wide to the right. And a tackle over to the right side with Matthew Greeno coming out and Tristan Lambert taking his spot at the left side. Brady fakes the play action himself. He'll fire downfield. He's got one man open. And Caden Fant, 3 defenders around him. That pass falls incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Tigers take
East Central probably looking for some pass interference downfield right there just to see what could happen. And Coach Collins is going to go have a word with that official to see what happened on that touchdown call. It was an incomplete pass. But either way, that's a turnover on downs. Now 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Hattiesburg takes over at their 28. They have no timeouts, and they lead by 3, so we'll see what East Central's defense can do to keep them from scoring.
Well, we'll see if the Hornets can kind of go ahead and finish out the first half here.
Need a strong defensive showing from the defense right here to maintain any, not really any hope of winning, but just to maintain a 3-point deficit rather than a 10 going into halftime.
Delay a game against the Tigers.
And Hattiesburg takes a delay a game on the change of possession. Back them up 5. No time running off the clock. It's just 1st and 15 now. Hattiesburg offense comes back out on the field after a little bit of discussion. Not sure what had happened there. But you have to wonder if they're going to abandon that running attack. I don't know if they could get downfield in 2 minutes with no timeouts with that. We'll have 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Quarterback keeps it himself like a fake RPO. Almost nothing there on the play. He'll gain a yard even though he ran about 15. They'll mark him at the 25. That'll bring up 2nd and long. Clock under 2 minutes now in the first half.
2nd down and 13.
Hattiesburg stays in that same formation. 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Tailback to the left of the quarterback and a tight end on the line. Looks like the same play. Carson Llewellyn had him, and Jaheim Packer and a swarm of Hornets will finish him off. He'll keep them in bounds as well. The clock will keep rolling. 1.5 left to play. 3rd and long. There's a good chance East Central may even get the ball back depending on some timeout management here. Third down and 13 for the Tigers from the 25. And they'll change formation. They'll send that tight end to the far side of the field along with a receiver. It'll be trips to the right. Quarterback still in the shotgun with his tailback to his right and a sole receiver here to the near side. 9 seconds left on the play clock. Just under a minute left to play overall in the first half. He'll motion the tailback. 2 seconds left. He'll just get the snap off. And he'll fire downfield out of the hands.
Wow.
Of his open receiver.
He was open right there in the middle. That's very similar to that first touchdown pass.
Absolutely.
Hattiesburg threw.
Intended for Jermel Ford for the Tigers.
44 seconds left, Max. Looks like we're going to at least get the ball one more time.
The Tigers will bring out the punt formation normally this time. East Central looks pretty wary about any trickeration coming up this time. Definitely be within under 40 seconds on the result of this play. and it'll be close.
Get
it
away
takes
from
its
it.
first
Get
bounce
away
at the
from it,
47. It'll
everybody.
take a good Hattiesburg bounce. And it'll be down at the Hornet 40. The punter is really putting on a Broadway show trying to draw a flag there for
had a great acting job by the Hattiesburg punter right there. And then
absolutely. He'll be a great addition in the drama department next week.
Didn't get the flag, and then he jumps up and sprints off the field. Looks like 31 seconds, Max.
Be a 34-yard punt after it's finally down. And East Central may not even want to do anything here. Just take a knee, go to halftime with this 3-point deficit. Not try anything too fancy. 3 incomplete passes, and they just give the ball right back to Hattiesburg, who has the speed to score incredibly quickly. But they'll come out with 2 receivers to the left. Brady Fan under center. He'll take the snap. He will fire. Caden Fan into the flats. He'll trip himself up.
Pass is complete.
And they're going to look to be trying to hit to the end zone on this drive. That'll be his first time out of the half from Coach Collins.
Timeout, East Central.
Go to one. Caden Fant tripped himself up on that play. 23 seconds left to play in the first half after a timeout from Coach Collins in East Central. 2nd down and 4 when they come back from the short break. And really, I wonder what East Central could be cooking up right here, Glenn.
I'm sure it's going to be something good, Max. I don't think Coach Collins has given up on this first half, not
Definitely
one
not.
bit.
There was just enough time for him. Normally, Coach Collins would try and take that knee and go into halftime with this manageable position, but there must be something he's trying to take advantage of here. They've been weak on that speed option to the outside the whole night. They'll stay in that same formation. 2 receivers to the far side. Brady Fan under center. And he'll drop back to pass.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. Had him there. Had
Pass is incomplete.
Right through Fant's hands. It was a hard time for him getting off the line with that heavy defensive pressure from those cornerbacks.
Some people would call that holding. Defensive holding on the on Fant. He fought his way through it, though, Max, and I thought for a minute he was going to be able to get his hands on the ball.
It was close. They'll sub Reynolds out. They'll take Bird Morris to the left side as the sole receiver this time. See Fant under center on 3rd down. He'll hand off up the middle. Looked like Sam Walls on that play. He'll be down at the 50-yard line, maybe the 49 with 10 seconds left to play.
Get another timeout here.
So they'll give them the 1st down, and they'll have the play clock to snap the ball before the end of the half. 1st down and 10 for the Hornets, just now in Tiger territory at the 49, and Coach Collins will take his 2nd timeout. 10 seconds left to play now. Probably try and take one shot to about the 20, where Ferris may be able to kick it in for try and tie the game before halftime.
Max, if we can get it down there a little bit around the 20-yard line, do we have another timeout that we could get?
We should have 1 left, despite the scoreboard saying 3. Coach Collins has only used 2. And they have 10 seconds to work with, so they could get down with 2 seconds left.
I'm sure we would love to get Ferris out there and give him a shot at a long field goal.
Ferris missed a 45-yarder at Picayune just a little bit to the left, and he had plenty of leg on it. And there's not near as much wind here as there was at Picayune that night. So really the 25 or 30-yard line is fairly manageable for Ferris to try and boot it in. But for now, East Central have 1st down and 10 at the Tiger 49. Hattiesburg goes into some prevent formation. They'll drop 3 safeties back. Brady Fant fakes to play action. He'll fire downfield, and it'll be bobbled. And
Lambert almost come up with an acrobatic catch.
Just swatted down by a Hattiesburg defender. Just 2 receivers downfield and 5 guys playing coverage. 1 second left on the clock after that incompletion. See, almost worth the chance to try and just run 4 guys out there and bomb it down the field. And it may just be a short run play here to try and send us to halftime. Hornets break the huddle, 20 seconds on the play clock. And Fan will go under center. And that's just what it is, a run up the middle. See, and that'll be the final play of the first half to score after 24 minutes of play. The homestanding Tigers of Hattiesburg 14, your East Central Hornets 11. And Glenn, that was a pretty exciting first half we had there.
Well, I tell you what, Max, I think it just kind of feels a lot different than it really is. You know, I don't know that the Hornets have just a whole lot of momentum right now, which I really hate. You know, if you really look at the game and break it down, other than the fake punt that Hattiesburg has to get one of their 2 touchdowns, they'd be sitting there at 7 points right now.
Absolutely.
The Hornets, on the other hand, they have what appeared to be a touchdown catch by Eli Smith in the end zone ruled incomplete, or we would be at 18 points right now. That's kind of those 2 big plays right there, the difference in the game, in my opinion. I feel like we've done a good job driving the ball. I feel like the offensive line has done a nice job at times tonight. I think we're in pretty good shape to have a nice second half. I don't feel bad about it at all.
Absolutely not. East Central has really only made 1 or 2 mistakes with that holding call on the first drive. That kind of ended that drive for them that resulted in a field goal. And then that dropped completion there in the end zone that they really couldn't help, whether it was complete or not. Try and get some scores from around the district and our region going into halftime. Picayune and Wayne County currently tied at 7 at halftime. Wayne County win tonight and East Central win tonight. East Central wins the district outright. Their first title back after moving to 5A. Pearl River Central leads Gaucher 8-0 in the second quarter. Pearl River must have somehow shut down Cameron Irving in that explosive attack the Gators have.
The Gaucher team has really kind of come unraveled or something.
Almost after they played us, it was just
that was just such a great game, and you know that night it was nip and tuck all night long, Max. And as Gaucher left the field that night, it just felt like all of the air had gone out of their balloon. I don't know.
Absolutely, they haven't seemed to play like the same team they did when they played East Central in earlier games in the district. And they seem to be really just not waking up yet, losing to Pearl River Central 8-0.
Who was? So Wayne County and
they're currently
Wayne
tied
County
at
and
7.
Picayune's tied. How about that, Wayne County? You know that Wayne County defense. I really thought that they had a really great defensive front on that team and did a great job against us that night up at Waynesboro. They've continued to play well. That would really be something if they could hold on and somehow beat Picayune.
And they've had plenty of time to prepare for Picayune. They've been off for a month now. The last game they played was October 8th. They had to and we'll go ahead and take a short break for halftime. We'll see you in about 10 minutes left on the clock before we resume play for the third quarter. You're watching Hornet football on WGUD, brought to you by our title sponsor, H&H Chevron. We'll see you after the break.
Lines and traffic got you down? Ever feel like friendly service is a thing of the past? Well, at H&H Chevron, our friendly staff is always happy to greet you with a smile and get you going fast. Let us take care of you. Since 1992, fast and friendly customer service, quality, and satisfaction have always been our #1 priority.
Hi, I'm Stacy Enlow. At M&M Bank, we believe the same things that build a great football program sustain a great bank. Come experience the community banking difference at your local M&M Bank today. Ask to see me, Stacy Enlow, at the Pascagoula Main Branch. At M&M Bank, we are truly hometown people that you know.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Attorney Matthew Lott and his group of awesome paralegals get up every day with a dedication to solve your legal problems. Injuries and family matters are our specific areas of concentration. Results matter, and our track record shows it. We have also obtained numerous significant settlements and verdicts for our clients through our personal injury practice and obtained life-altering judgments for our clients in our divorce and child custody practice. Our offices are in Hurley and Pascagoula, and we have represented clients in almost every county in Mississippi. If you cannot come to us, we will come to you.
Tired of looking from store to store for furniture that matches the rest of your decor just to settle for something close? At Willis Furniture, along with the fine quality of their furniture, you can choose to have it custom made in a choice of many different fabrics or leather. Willis offers quality furniture to fit anyone's budget, along with 12 months same as cash and free local deliveries. Stop by Willis Furniture today and bring home the furniture that matches you. Willis Furniture, where quality is still affordable.
Are you getting letters from the IRS? Have you not filed taxes in years? Do you feel like you have no options? Because we can help you find the best option based on your specific needs. The IRS has the power to freeze your bank account, to garnish your paycheck, and to seize your assets. We can help you with offer and compromises, not collectible status, innocent spousal relief, lien removal, garnishment relief, installment agreements, and much, much more. I am Ryan Longmire, and I'm here for all your tax service needs. Do not settle for just any tax service company. Choose Taxes in Time and let me get to work for you. Call now for your free consultation. Weekend appointments are available. Taxes in Time, a local tax company you can trust with all of your IRS and state taxing issues.
At Airmasters, we take pride in serving our customers.
For the past 40 years, Airmasters Mechanical has demonstrated an excellent approach to customer service by responding to their needs in a timely manner with a very knowledgeable and professional staff. Whether it's commercial, industrial, or residential, Airmasters is here for you and ready to help.
We're here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I can always depend on Airmasters, and so can you.
Airmasters Mechanical, 228-497-6462.
Hi, I'm attorney Lee Turner. I hope you're enjoying tonight's film. If you are a loved one or thinking about applying for Social Security disability, there's a few questions you need to ask before you rush off and hire an attorney. 1, will your case be handled by an attorney located in South Mississippi where you live? And 2, will an attorney or a representative be handling your case? And 3, and most importantly, will an attorney meet with you before the day of the hearing? Better yet, just give me a call at the Turner Law Group at 601-394-5008 or visit us online at www.msdisabilitylawyer.com.
And they will have them at the 45-yard line for the Tigers' first drive of this second half. I'll move them again, maybe to the 50. 49-yard line, we'll call it. And Tigers take over.
We really need that defensive line to have a big second half, Max.
Absolutely. And here's this formation they love to use. 3 receivers to the left with a tight end also to the left side. RPO there from the Tigers to mix it up on first play of the second half. They've been showing that look a few times earlier in the first half, but just never threw the pass.
That's a really athletic play by that
Absolutely.
number 4.
Running full speed ahead, has enough accuracy and agility to turn back and throw across his body to his left. Not quite a first down. Second down and short here for the Tigers. They'll come out in a bunch formation to the left. Tight end also to the left. Quarterback in the shotgun with his running back also to his left. A lot of men in the box. Run up the middle, stuffed by the defense.
Great job by the defensive line. I see Packer. I see Williams in on that stop.
I think it was an all-around move right there for the defensive line to penetrate through. I think just about all of them had got through their gap on that play. I think East Central really came loaded up on the defensive line for this second half. 3rd down and 2 for Hattiesburg. A lot of things they can do right here. They will substitute the back out. They'll bring in a smaller, shiftier back. Have stacked receivers here to the left with the tight end and wing back also to the left side. Quarterback will take the snap from shotgun. He'll hand off up the middle to that smaller back. It'll be close depending on the spot. He's right at the 41.
Good tackle by Packer.
Depending on where they line the nose of that ball up, it'll be close.
Looks like
and they'll rule it a first down.
Looks like it's a first down.
So just enough there. Really, like we said, making Hattiesburg work for it. That was a pretty hard-fought 3 downs right there. No substitutions for the Tigers. 2 receivers to the left again, with a wing also to the left. And off to the tailback again. He's met by some defenders this time.
Good
Short
job.
gain.
Caden Smith on a big stop right there, Max.
Good job. He came right off the edge very quickly there. Almost even got behind the offensive line before they even had time to block him. Gain of just 1 will bring up 2nd and 9. And Hattiesburg will start to shift that formation around to try and get some different looks from the defense. So keep run receiver to this near side and take 2 to the far side. The wing also moving to the far side as well.
Oh, man.
Read
Wow.
option
Look
that's
at
just
that. Who was it
destroyed.
busted that up? Was
just
that
about 2 or 3.
Llewellyn?
They're saying there may have been a fumble on the play. Tyrell Ford says so at least.
We got the
We came
ball.
up with the ball.
Hornets got the ball. Oh, man, that's big break. Big break here in the second. Whoop.
I'm not sure about that one.
Whoa,
I can
referees.
see a few things. Every now and then I can see the referees have a call, but they just let the backside line judge make the call where he couldn't even see the ball on that play. Either way, it was a good defensive play there. I think that was the entire defensive line in the backfield.
I think that was Carson Llewellyn come storming through there on that play.
Absolutely. That offensive line for the Tigers must not have been too rested after halftime because they've been getting moved around. Probably a third down and passing down right here for the Tigers. Two receivers to the right.
Big call going Hattiesburg's way in this game.
Will be in doubles, and the defense will drop back to some coverage formation.
Good
Incomplete
defense.
pass.
Man, great pressure from Hollis Porter and Caden Smith.
Just phenomenal all around. He was covered either way. Every receiver open. That was really their only guy to go to in that quick curl and just thrown into the turf.
Looks like the Tigers will bring the punting team out.
And I guarantee they'll watch the sideline this time for a straggler on the edge for the Tigers. Nobody seems to be trying to make their way out there, and
I think we're going to let this one roll.
See, 9.5 minutes, very high punt.
Just get away from it,
went further
guys.
up than it will go down
get
the
away
field.
From it.
That's a good Hattiesburg bounce, though. It'll be about a 22-yard punt. East Central will take over at their own 20, depending on where the referee puts the exact spot of the ball. Just a phenomenal performance there by that Hornet defense to just take over the first drive of that game.
Max, we got that big stop that we had talked about at halftime, set the momentum up for us in the second half. Let's see what this offensive line can do.
I think they'll take advantage because the Tigers are starting to play a lot of guys both ways on the defensive and offensive line.
Great chance for our line to just take control of this game.
See Brady Fannell going under center, a tight formation again. Very old school, 4 horsemen right there for Notre Dame.
Boy,
and Colby Reynolds.
Reynolds just a bull on that play. First down, Hornets.
Just bulldozing his way through defenders. No flags, what we like to see. Gain of 14 on the play. That's a way to start a drive right there and really just establish who has the momentum right now in the game. First down and 10 to go after that good run by Reynolds at the Hornet 34-yard line.
Moving the chains.
Same formation, no substitutions. Fant back under center.
Oh,
and I may even have a penalty.
It's going to be a flag. Oh.
No flag on the play.
Hattiesburg gets another big break there. He was
late whistles as well for that play. They'll mark him down for a gain of almost
well
5
across,
again.
He was well across the line of scrimmage. I don't think the referees saw it.
Another great run there by the Hornets. It brings up second down and 5. Staying in this formation once again. It hadn't hurt them so far. Why not keep on using it? And it'll go back under center. Same play right there again. This time the Tigers have an answer for it. Gain of just 2 from Reynolds. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 at the Hornet 41. Very manageable third down. They'll even move it to the 42. That's a manageable third down for East Central at 3rd and 2.
I know Coach Collins doesn't want to give the ball up right here, Max.
Absolutely not, especially with 8 minutes, just under 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Hattiesburg still leads 14-11, and East Central will stay in this same formation.
Quarterback push.
Another quarterback sneak up the middle.
Doesn't look like we'll pick it up. 4th down.
Second effort. They have him marked a little further than I thought he may have got it. And that official, he'll give him the first down.
We got the first down.
Close call on that play. They brought in some extra muscle there.
How about that? Great effort. That's a big first down, Max. We really needed that. We need a big drive right here.
Absolutely. They'll go out of this heavier formation and probably back into some more of their normal sets. They had an extra offensive lineman in those past 4 plays. Now they'll bring out Caden Fant at receiver again, real tight to the line.
Oh, boy.
And Eli Smith will get the carry. And just nothing there. Loss of 1 on the play. Brings up second down.
Smith, the ball carrier.
And East Central may look to return to that more power running style they had with Reynolds back there just to try and counterbalance that speed that the Tigers have.
Caden Fant into the game, Max.
He'll come out. He'll go just a ways out, not too far outside of the outside tackle on 2nd and 11. bring a man in motion and
oh yeah, it's there.
keep it
It's there.
himself.
Sam
He'll
Walls.
throw it.
Look at this. Look at this. First down, Hornets.
All the way down to about the 36-yard line. They'll mark him at the 35 even. Excellent completion. Another completion to the back out of the backfield. Sam Walls again. And just a staple of the Hornet passing offense. Really the majority of the Hornet passing offense. A roll to one side, a short pass, and a long run after the catch. And East Central's back in Tiger territory for the first time this half.
Max, is it a little bit of a surprise that play has been so successful for us tonight with the athleticism of the Hattiesburg secondary and linebacker core?
They'll hand off to Walls up the middle. Have a short gain, but a pretty powerful gain at 2.
Ooh, getting a little chippy out there, Max.
Not too surprising that the players are working. It really goes to it really takes advantage of that speed because they'll pursue to the ball so fast, the way they fake those play actions and the way they are wary of those speed options we had earlier. It looks almost exactly to be the same play, so they'll over-pursue to Brady and the back that's not even going to get the ball, and they'll leave Sam or Eli, whichever back it is, open in the flat. And really it's just a smart play by Coach Collins and the offense to take advantage of that. Again, Andrew Marble on that double reverse. Fant bending 4 ways to Sunday there. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Third down and 6 for East Central. This time at the Tiger 31. See Caden Fant will sub out for Hayden Bird Morris. And they'll also bring in Sam Walls for Colby Reynolds. See, just over 5.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. See, for third down and 6 for the Hornets. That speed option to the left again. Brady will keep it himself.
Good job by
Brady
Fant.
Little room, just a yard short. I think this is manageable to go for it. Good job to keep it there. Really weave his way down inside the defense down to the 26-yard line. Fourth down and 1, and East Central will bring in some muscle up on the offensive line. Looks like number 65, Corey Key, substituting in. Sophomore offensive lineman, and they'll go back to that original set they had to start the drive with 3 backs. Brady Fant under center. A lot of beef on the offensive line, and in the backfield too. Reynolds will have it, and he'll have just enough for the first down. He bullied his way over to the 25-yard line, and they'll mark him down at the 24. Another first down for East Central, and the drive stays alive. Just under 5 minutes to play now.
Reynolds has been so effective for the Hornet offense tonight.
Absolutely. He used to play fullback in that more I formation, and he still runs like he's a fullback in the I formation with his head straight down. It doesn't matter who's in his way, he'll move him out. Sam Walls this time, blocking behind the left side of the line. Finally piles up on the play. He'll have a gain of what looks about 3, where the Tigers are managed to bring him down. That will bring up second down this time. Caden Fant will go get the call from the sideline from Coach Collins. And he'll find his way back to the huddle. 20 seconds left on the play clock with just over 4 minutes left to play now in the third quarter. And Fant will find his way to line up at the left side. Andrew Marble to the near side wing. And it'll be a handoff to Eli Smith up the middle.
Boy, it almost looked like it was there, and the defender came from nowhere.
Excellent
we
trap
got a
play.
flag.
Looks like a little extracurriculars there from the Tigers against Caden Fant. Yeah, they had it marked for about a 4-yard gain on the play, but we'll see what the flag is called for.
Well, those two been going at it for a while over there on that top side.
And it's an aggressive match out there for any receiver and cornerback throughout the game. Especially a running team like this, Fant and them have had plenty of times to block each other into the turf, really, and that's probably just with this much left in the game, that's probably just tensions kind of boiling over so far.
They're talking it over. We'll see if this one goes the Hornets' way.
A personal foul, and it's against East Central,
Against
but also
both
against
teams.
Hattiesburg.
Offset. After the play, dead ball foul, so the play will stand, Max.
It depends on if they called it if they can elect to call it during the play and just rule it try and go for it again on the second down. But they will keep it after the play. That benefits the Hornets. It's still third down. It'll be third down and 3. This time inside the red zone for East Central. They'll bring Bird Morris into the left side at receiver. And they'll overload that left side, bringing Gavin Trocheset over. And they'll motion Andrew Marble. And I handed off to Sam Walls, and he's tackled in the backfield. No gain on that play. The Tigers using that speed right there to come around the edge and just seal down the line behind all the offensive linemen and just take them out before he even had a chance to make anything.
Max, I've been watching Coach Collins this whole drive. He's dug in over there. He ain't going for any field goals or punts. I think he's going all the way.
Not 4th down and 3 now for East Central. I think they'll try and draw them off sides. There's
that
double reverse.
Look
There's
at here.
Caden
Fant. Oh, man, down to the 5.
Flag on the play, though. I'm not sure. Nobody really over there to have a personal foul. It may have been a hold on that blocking either Corey Key or Tristan Lambert. But depending on where they throw that flag, this first down may stand. That flag's at the 2, so either way, it's holding against the Hornets. But it'll be 10 yards from that spot at the 2-yard line, so this first down should stand. If they choose to leave it there at the 2, they may move this penalty around and make it a 4th down and short. But if it's assessed anywhere inside the 5-yard line, then East Central should have a first down right now. And he's taking it right from the 5-yard line for the assessment. Well, it looked like it, but be right at the 15-yard line.
So
and they'll rule it not yet a first down. It has to be less than a paper length.
From the 2 all the way out to the 15. Looks like that's one of those 13-yard holding penalties, Max.
I guess that side official over there chose to assess it from that 5-yard line rather than the 2 where the flag was laying. And somehow at the 15, but not yet a first down, just probably half a lace away from a first down with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to play here in the 3rd quarter. 10 seconds on the play clock, and East Central offense will stay on the field. Brady Fan under center. Tight formation on the line, multiple wings on the play, and Eli will take it.
Not going to get the first down.
And he'll be short. That's just an unfortunate mistake right there. Just an excellent run there from Caden Fan on that double reverse. Just taken out by another holding penalty that takes out another drive for East Central. And you hate for the officials to have a play on the game like that, whether it was assessed correctly or not. But either way, East Central turned the ball over on downs, and Hattiesburg takes over. And not very favorable position at their own 16-yard line.
Well, we'll see if this Hornet defense can do it again.
And if East Central responds the way they did to open up the first half, then it should be an exciting way. With 2 minutes and 42 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter, Hattiesburg will come out deep inside their own territory this time. Quarterback will take the snap, and he'll keep it himself to the left side. That RPO again. This time he'll choose to keep it all the way down to the 35.
Oh, another flag on the play, Max.
In that area, I would have to guess it'd be a holding of some sort on that outside receiver. Unless they can cook something else up, but we'll see. And that side official will take it to the head referee. Whatever it is, it's marked from the 29, and it is holding against the Tigers. It'll back them up 10 yards from the 29. It'll remain first down at the previous spot of the chains, this time from the 19. So really that's a net gain of 3 yards on that play. So now 1st and 7 for the Tigers. And Hattiesburg will look to change up their formation again, this time bringing the strength of their receivers all the way to the right side. 2 outside the tackles with a tight end and wing also on the line. It looks like we may have a timeout out on the field. Flag on the field near Coach Collins. Not sure what that was. Not quite sure what this flag is, but that's a sideline assessed. They had the warning previously in the game, and the officials didn't forget how much they assessed that for, whether it was just a personal foul or just the 5-yard infraction. It'll just be the 5 yards. So now it's 1st down and 2. Not quite sure what was interfered there. There wasn't even a play going on for the officials to be interfered with. But either way, 1st down and 2 for the Tigers. Same formation, tight end and wing to the right side along with 2 receivers.
Good defensive play right there.
Just fantastic penetration once again. That offensive line's really getting beat up.
Great job, T.J. Dunsford.
Still can't. Is that a?
Looks like Dez fairly getting up.
Good job by Dez too. Just two edge guys coming off and beating the tailback to his own hole.
This Hornet defense is really flying around here in the second half, Max.
And no gain on the play after that excellent tackle. 2nd and 2 now. And Hattiesburg will change their formation up a good bit again. 15 seconds on the play clock. Looks like they just flipped the field this time. 2 receivers out left. Tight end and wing as well. Quarterback takes the snap. He'll hand it off again up the middle.
Play. Great
and he's
play.
met again.
Hollis Porter in there on the stop.
And even if he has the first down on this one, like we discussed before the start of the third quarter, East Central's making them work for it so far.
I see Coach Wallace is over there. He's really upset about that spot.
And Coach Wallace really does need to be careful because
Coach Wallace is just livid. He is livid over there on the sideline with that spot, Max.
That's something East Central can't afford right now. I believe the next assessed penalty, depending on what they choose to call it.
Oh, great stop by the Hornet defense again.
Another no gain on the play. East Central just eating up that offensive line, leaving the running back nowhere to go.
The Hornets come to play in the second half, Max. Second, just about 10.
Still 2nd and 10. Maybe a little loss on the play, maybe a half a yard. Same formation for the Tigers, real tight to the line. Quarterback in the shotgun. This time he'll drop back to pass. Looking downfield.
Going to be way too long.
Overthrown.
A lot of really great pressure that time. T.J. Dunsford up the middle was Jaheim Packer coming in.
Looking for Jamel Ford there on that double action sluggo downfield. Should bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers. It's a very excellent position here for the Hornet defense. They'll substitute some of that beef off the line into some speed in the receivers. See Tigers looking for their formation and play call. 10 seconds left on the clock and 30 seconds left to play in the third quarter. They'll go trips to the right side, the tailback to the quarterback's left, and one receiver remaining over here. They'll switch the tailback to the right side. He'll just get the snap off, but Hattiesburg wanted to be safe. Timeout. You have to take a short break. You're watching Hornet football on WGUD, brought to you by H&H Chevron.
And traffic got you down? Ever feel like friendly service is a thing of the past? Well, at H&H Chevron, our friendly staff is always happy to greet you with a smile and get you going fast. Let us take care of you. Since 1992, fast and friendly customer service, quality, and satisfaction have always been our #1 priority.
In our family, we all use electricity differently. But when it comes to our Touchstone Energy Cooperative,
we all think about it the same way.
Because our co-op is power.
Sure, electricity turns the lights on.
But power is the information that we get from our co-op about efficiency,
safety,
technology. We trust the co-op.
They're our neighbors,
our friends, our home.
Tonight's game is made possible by Singing River Electric, a proud sponsor of Hornet football on WGUD.
Is that what they said?
Yeah, still the same score as halftime.
Here we go.
And welcome back to D.I. Patrick Stadium here in Hattiesburg. It's 3rd down and 10 for the Hattiesburg Tigers.
It's a big play.
Oh, another double reverse. Oh. Double reverse pass.
Wow, how about that, boy? They're throwing everything at us tonight, Max.
And they just about have to. It's a hard-fought match.
We
played through almost the entire third quarter. And even though there were 30 or 25 points in the first half combined, there hadn't been anywhere within – really inside the 10-yard line, other than East Central getting real close last drive. And Hattiesburg stalls out once again. It brings up 4th down and 10. They'll bring their punter back on with 27 seconds left to play in the third.
This is a tough game right now. Hornets going to just get away and let it roll.
It takes its first bounce at the 42. And it's rolling East Central's way. It'll gain about 2 yards our way. Be down at the 43-yard line for the Tigers. 17 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. And East Central comes back out on offense at their own 43-yard line. Maybe 1 or 2 plays they'll get off here before the end of the quarter. And hopefully East Central can build off what little momentum they had left from that last drive that kind of stalled out there at the end from some iffy calls, but I don't think East Central's too worried about it right now. Right now they're focusing on getting 7 more. They'll come out. Receiver here to the near side. Whistles prior to the snap, and be a timeout for Coach Collins.
Timeout, East Central.
All right, we'll keep it here for this short timeout. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. And we'll try and get you some scores from around the region right now. So the early announced here in the stadium, West Jones leads Brookhaven 31-7 at halftime. And South Jones was leading Natchez as well.
24-2, I think. 24-22 was that score.
Very close game
South
in our
Jones.
own district. Pascagoula leads Long Beach 31-7. No surprise there. Wayne County is now taking the lead against Picayune 14-7 in the third quarter.
How about that, Max? Wow.
Really rooting for the War Eagles right now as a Hornet fan myself.
Boy, that just lends a lot more importance to this fourth quarter that's coming up here.
And Gaucher has fought back against Pearl River Central. They now lead 14-8. They seem to have scored 2 quick touchdowns to start the second half. And we'll bring it back to Hornet football right now. First down and 10 to go for East Central. They're handed to Eli Smith, and he has room to the edge. An excellent block from Mason Estes.
There's another flag down on the play, Max.
Must have been something right there in that scrum in the middle. It wasn't Mason Estes. That was an outstanding block outside by him, but they'll have somebody for holding. 10 yards from wherever they spot that ball, and it seemed to have been about 2 yards downfield, maybe just a yard. Either way, it'll be first and very long for the Hornets.
That's too bad. That was a big run by Eli Smith.
Very excellent run. Just probably a little bit of extra blocking there on the inside, just holding the guy for a little bit too long.
This will really put the Hornets in the hole.
First down and 20 now. And they'll roll the clock. I imagine they won't run a play before the end of the third quarter unless they really hurry to the line. And that's the end of the third quarter of play. And we'll take a short break. You're watching Hornet football on WGUD, brought to you by H&H.
What do you think of when I say Hurley? Home. Home. Your home. My home.
Home.
I'm Leah Hinton, broker and owner of Southern Oaks Realty right here in Hurley. Although Hurley is home, our team is ready to help you anywhere in South Mississippi.
Even where our rivals reside.
Looking to buy or sell a home?
Call us today or stop by the office. Let us help you establish new roots.
Here's a scenario. Work has sent you cross country. You drive 2,000 miles, eat something that resembles food, and seal the deal with a room full of strangers. Now you have a big old check, which means you hold in your hands the future of your company. But wait, you have the Singing River Federal app, which means you and thousands of others like you can bank wherever you are. So no more worries, except for whatever you ate. Singing River Federal, the better way to bank, wherever you are.
Singing River Federal Credit Union, a proud sponsor of Hornet football.
And welcome back to D.I. Patrick Stadium. They've flipped sides now. East Central has possession at their own 33-yard line after a holding penalty. First down and 20 yards to go for East Central's offense. And Brady hands off to Eli. Nothing there.
Nothing there.
Just a hard blitz to that strong side of the play. Hattiesburg was ready for it, and East Central just didn't have enough guys to block. Still gains 2 yards on that play, though. Brings up second down. And it's really not the position that East Central's offense would like to be in, the second down and, 17 yards at this point.
Caden Fant coming back on the field, Max. You would certainly think that based on what we've done up to this point, maybe the swing pass again.
I'm not sure he lines up. He'll even be considered a tight end on this play the way he's lined up. It is a pass. They're looking for Caden at the seam.
Ooh, man.
It's a dangerous ball.
Triple coverage there.
A good job by Caden to come back and really knock the ball out of their own hands. Having to double as a receiver and a defensive back right there. And now it's a definite passing situation for the Hornets. They'll sub out Fant, bring in Bird Morris and Eli Smith. Have to imagine they're going to be looking for that pass to the halfback out of the backfield again right here.
Well, let's see what the Hornets do.
Bird Morris will line up to the right side. They'll bring Matthew Green over as a tackle over. Leave the tight end in his position at the left.
Oh, motion on that right side.
And that looked like Matthew right there jumping off sides. That'll back him up 5 extra yards. That'll make a 3rd and 19 into a 3rd and 24. And really just a solid drive killer was that first holding call for the Hornets. And it'll be hard to recover if they can right here. Kobe Reynolds will sub out. Bird Morris will stay in the game. He'll line up to the left side this time. It's like same formation this time, flip to the other side of the field. He'll bring someone in motion and send.
All right, the Hornets will punt.
Ball's the ball carrier.
Well, Max, up the middle.
Well, Max, we're here with 11 minutes to go in the game, and we're at the same spot we were at halftime.
Really nothing much has changed other than the defenses have both come to play in the second half. And East Central's offense, they had a good first drive in that start of the third quarter, but just stalled out due to penalties and some mental mistakes at the end.
Had that holding penalty down on the 2-yard line.
And here we have another holding penalty here to start this drive that really just killed it. 10 yards is a lot to make up for this offense that relies on little chunk 3 and 4 yard gains. But here's Tyrell Ford on for what I think is the first punt of the night from him. And it takes a Hornet bounce. And
oh, man,
field it.
that's
He'll
a
bobble
fumble,
the snap.
But it goes out of bounds. Boy, that would have been a big break for the Hornets.
And it looks like they'll say Hattiesburg touched it last, but if East Central had a shred of possession, almost a fatal mistake there from Hattiesburg, but they'll maintain possession and take over at their own 26-yard line. Almost a lucky break there for the Hornets. That really would have been a momentum shift right there.
All right, we'll see if this Hornet defense can dig in again and get another big stop.
As long as they keep taking out the odd offensive line the way they have so far, I think it'll be fine. And Hattiesburg comes under center right now.
Flag on the field.
And looks like somebody for Hattiesburg lined up off sides, just caught that before the play started for no unfair advantage. Back them up 5 yards, turn that first down into a 1st and 15. Just over 10 minutes to play now in the game. And Hattiesburg coming out in a familiar formation to the Hornets with 3 running backs. Quarterback under center for the first time in the game. They'll bring it back in motion, and the quarterback keeps it himself up the middle, trying to take advantage of what they were hoping would be a stretched out defensive center, but really nothing there for them. Maybe a gain of 1 yard on the play depending on where they spot the ball, but that's second down and long still. Looks like Hattiesburg really is pulling out the stops at this point in the game, trying to just maintain the lead and burn some clock.
We keep scooting number 4 forward up closer and closer to the line here,
That may be what they're trying to do. They come out in that double wing formation again, trying to run a triple option. He'll fake it.
Oh,
He's
a
under
lot of
heavy
pressure. Oh, he gets away.
It's Tyrell Ford right there in pursuit, and he has just enough speed to beat him to the edge. That Lane Hollis finally pushed him out of bounds. And that's what they're doing right there, that 3 running back formation, trying to run the old school triple option. Like East Central, it just draws all our defenders inside, and we don't have as much east-west speed as they do. And they took advantage of it right there. First down for the Tigers down to their own 46-yard line. And they'll stay in this same formation. Receiver to each side, 2 stand-up wings. Now they'll shift, trying to catch East Central off guard. They'll go to a quad set to the right. All 5 receivers to the right. Quarterback alone in the backfield. Quick screen pass to the tailback. Tyrell Ford almost there to try and disrupt the pass. And it'll be complete to Chance Duckworth for a gain of 5 yards. That brings up 2nd and 5 for the Tigers.
Boy, Ford coming up close was really a disruptive force out there on the field, Max, but it does kind of leave that deep middle open.
Caden Fant substituting out, must have blood on him somewhere. They'll bring in number 32, Dalton Green, to substitute until they get Caden cleaned up. 2nd down and 5 still for the Tigers. Another interesting formation. They'll have a quad set of receivers close to the line with an extra receiver far out, guided solely by Rassie Smith. And all 4 will shift. They'll take 3 guys into the backfield. 1 is an offset wing and 1 receiver to the far side. Quarterback keeps it to his right. He'll have plenty of blockers downfield.
Great tackle right
Excellent
there.
play.
Hollis Porter.
And the ball's out. The ball's out.
Hornets have the ball.
East Central recovered the fumble. if this play stands, multiple flags on the field.
Flags all over the place.
Hollis Porter,
Max.
excellent block. The quarterback must have fumbled it there, and then Hollis recovered the fumble himself if this play stands. Multiple things here for the referees to try and determine, and we'll see how inept they can.
Great pressure.
They can make this call.
Great pressure by that Hornet defense. Just blew the play up.
And East Central says they have the ball. That's a recover, holding against the Tigers.
That's a huge break. Huge break for the Hornets.
Holding against Tigers decline. That play stands. East Central takes over. 8.5 minutes left to play in the game at the Tiger 40-yard line on a fluke play there from the Tigers. First turnover of the game for either team.
Max, what can you say about that play by Hollis Porter? He comes shooting through, makes the tackle, knocks the ball loose, and then recovers the fumble.
Just phenomenal. He had enough awareness, enough spatial awareness to get up. He made that play, just speared the quarterback, broke the ball loose, had no idea there was a fumble, and still had enough time to get up 2 seconds later, recover the ball, and go straight out of bounds. And East Central's back with possession at the Tiger 40.
Hollis Porter, the leading tackler on this defense, comes through with the play of the game so far, Max.
Fant lines up far to the right side, and Brady Fant's getting chased from behind.
Oh, man. Oh, he missed.
Almost to Sam Walls there.
Yep.
Just running a little too fast there to try and set his feet and complete that pass. Brings up 2nd down and 10. See, less manageable for East Central right here. Caden Fant and Colby Reynolds will substitute out. They'll bring in Hayden Bird Morris. Sam Walls stays in the game. Brady Fant will relay the call to the huddle. They'll break the huddle, take to the line. And Hayden Bird Morris will line up far to the left side. Strength of the offensive line also to the left.
That swing pass was there again.
And they'll run that speed option again, this time to Sam. He'll take it deep in the backfield. He'll have a long way to go to make anything out of it. And he'll be down around the 37-yard line, speared out of bounds by a Tiger defender. Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Hornets. Got to wonder if Coach Collins will try and take advantage of both downs right here. If they get close to that 30.
Oh, he's dug in, Max. He's dug in.
Most certainly. He's going for the kill shot right here.
He's going all the way, no doubt in my mind.
8 minutes left to play now in the game. Hattiesburg still leads 14-11 in the game. 15 seconds on the play clock. Caden Fan will line up to the far side of the field. The strength of the offensive line also that side with Matthew Green over. They'll shift Andrew Marble to the right side. Hand off to Sam Walls at the middle.
Down to around the 32-yard line.
Excellent
33.
spot there that's getting a little worse the closer he walks out. They'll mark him for a gain of 3. Brings up 4th down and 4.
Somewhere in the confusion, we lost about a yard on the spot.
The interesting play call here coming from Coach Collins on the offense, and they'll take a little while to think about it. Fan will bring the play in to his brother, and he'll relay that to the rest of the offense. Hornet offense will break the huddle with 10 seconds left on the play clock. 7 minutes and 10 seconds left on the game clock now. Bunch formation to the left side. They'll fake it.
Oh,
another double
reverse.
handoff to Caden Fant.
Fant!
He'll
Fant!
have it inside the 30.
All the way to the 20.
Down
How
around
about
the
that?
20-yard line.
Wow, what a great call.
Caden Fant, again, that's the same play they had earlier that they had down inside the 10 on this first drive of this quarter. They got called back.
Caught Hattiesburg by surprise right there, Max. They never expected that.
Absolutely. They had one defender over there, and he was blocked up just enough by Brady on the play. They'll take Caden out of the game after that great run. They'll bring in Hayden Bird Morris. 1st down and 10 for the Hornets just outside the Tiger red zone. They'll bring the strength of the offensive line back to the right side with a tackle over in Greeno. And hand off to Marble up the middle. He'll take advantage of the hole. He's down near the 15-yard line.
Good hard run by Andrew Marble.
East Central really taking advantage of some different motions and just kind of execution techniques, really sealing off that edge over there to open up a nice hole behind Matthew Greeno on the right side of that offensive line with an overloaded tackle. Brings up 2nd down and 4 right now for East Central. Now inside the red zone at the 15-yard line. Just over 6 minutes left to play in the 4th quarter, and East Central still trailing by 3. Fan takes a snap from under center. He'll hand off to Sam up the middle. He'll bulldoze his way down near the 1st down marker. He'll have a pretty good spot near the 12-yard line. It'll be a close 3rd down.
Down to the 12.
3rd down and 1.
Bring up 3rd and 1 for East Central. Very manageable position right here.
Max, these two fine teams there going at it hammer and tong right here.
It's an excellent preview of a playoff matchup because both teams are just about guaranteed a playoff spot right here. This is just a battle for home field advantage.
Quarterback
Fannell
push.
keeping himself.
Oh, wow. Great play by the Hattiesburg defensive end.
To come around that edge and take his legs out from underneath him before he had a chance to fall forward.
No down on the play. 4th down.
I'm not sure. Boy.
Brady gets up slowly, but he's up either way.
Pretty close.
Be 4th and another half-yard spot. East Central was here earlier last quarter, but they'll finally bring in that muscle again. Corey Key, Caden Fant, and Colby Reynolds all substitute back into the game. And it's another heavy set formation. 3 blockers each side. Reynolds will get it. He's in. He's in.
Touchdown,
East
Hornets!
Central.
How about that?
They take their second lead of the game, the first since about the mid-first quarter.
There's Reynolds again, Max. Reynolds, big night for Reynolds.
You think they put him in more often after a
just
performance like this.
He's just a bulldozer out there tonight against this Hattiesburg Tiger defense.
But East Central will finally take the lead once again, probably the first lead in about 30 minutes of play on the clock. It'll be 17-14, pinning the extra point. East Central currently up 3 with 4.5 minutes left to play. Tyler Ferris come on to attempt the point after. Caden Fant to hold, and Tristan Lambert, the tight end, to snap. Fant gives the signal. Snaps back. The hold is down. Ferris's kick is up, and it is good. East Central extends their lead, 18-14, with 4.5 minutes left to play. We'll go to a short break before the kickoff from the Tigers. You're watching Hornet football on WGUD.
Remember FDIC.
As the leaves fall, so do our prices. Hurry to Taylor Furniture for our fall clearance event. Save up to 50% off with 18 months no interest financing. Get big savings on top mattress brands like Sealy, Beauty Rest, and Sierra Sleep with free delivery and removal. How about a great deal on our most popular living room sets? Get 2 recliners for one low price or save big on our most popular bedroom sets. These savings won't last long, but they could be yours and only at Taylor Furniture in Moss Point.
And welcome back to D.I. Patrick Stadium here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, where East Central just took the lead, 18-14, with 4.5 minutes left to play here in the second half. And the game overall, playoff seeding on the line. Tyler Ferris backs up, looking to launch a pooch kick again, a staple of the East Central special teams. 6 Hornet defenders over to that side. Kickoff from the 40. Ferris's kick longer than normal. Be caught at about the 29-yard line. He'll have room to run to the edge.
Great
coverage there.
Right there.
Excellent way to fill their lanes by Jared Huff.
Looks like Owen, T.J. Dunsford.
Excellent job there by the Hornet special teams. We can sometimes bite them in the bud there, but East Central takes advantage. Hattiesburg takes over at their own 35-yard line. Just now, 4 minutes, 27 seconds left to play in the game. And the Tigers now down for the first time since the second quarter.
This is exciting, Max. I tell you what, that Hornet defense, they've got a great opportunity to basically win this game right here.
Absolutely, and they've been doing a great job all second half. It's just time. This time it actually means something more. Hattiesburg will come out in a little bit of a different formation. A split backfield with 2 receivers to the right. Receiver to the far side, the near side. Same formation they fumbled on earlier. Same play call as well. He'll finally find his way into a Hornet defender at about the 40-yard line. Tackle him inbounds. The clock will run. Just over 4 minutes left to play now in the game.
Hollis Porter, Carson Llewellyn, and Des Fairley all out here on the stop.
And most impressive there is Hollis and Carson, because they came from the farthest side of the play to chase them all the way down through those blocks. But just with that sweep run right there, there's not much you really can do. They marked it for a gain of 7 yards. Brings up 2nd down and 3, now under 4 minutes to play. 18 seconds on the play clock. Hattiesburg remains in the same formation with a wing to the right. Quarterback will check to the sideline. Hattiesburg looks to change the play call. Hornets coming real tight to the line. 6 down defenders.
Oh, man. Caden Smith.
Excellent play by the Hornet defensive line. Just phenomenal work right there. All 4 linemen with their hand on the ground got down to the ball. They had him in the backfield. He managed to make it into a gain of maybe 1. That brings up 3rd and 2. Game on the line right here. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Hattiesburg looking to the sideline for the play call. And they seem to be staying in this same formation. Look for something tricky right here from the Tigers. Third down conversion, 6 more defenders on the line. Handoff up the middle. Quarterback will keep it himself, and he's dropped for a loss. He's at the 40-yard line. Loss of 3 on the play. That brings up 4th and medium for the Tigers. And East Central's defense is building another great stand right here.
I'll be honest, Max, I lost the ball right there.
I think it was designed to go up the middle. May have been a read option trying to take advantage of East Central crashing up the middle. Just a little fumbled exchange. Hattiesburg looking to the sideline. 2.5 minutes left to play now in the game. 15 seconds on the play clock. Hattiesburg remains in this formation. 4th down and 4 to go. There's the snap. He'll fire downfield. Quick curl.
Oh, man.
And he'll break it into the open field.
He's gone. Touchdown, Hattiesburg.
And he's into the end zone. Just a great play call there from the Tigers. 59-yard touchdown pass. And the Tigers get their first points of the second half with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the game. The Tigers take the lead right now, 20-18, 2-point lead for the Tigers. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to play in the game.
Well, it's a great call by Hattiesburg right there. Kind of a gutty call. They put the game on the line right there on the 4th down.
Very much. Almost set up for it that entire drive. Confusion there on the point after. They'll bring a few guys off the field. They may try to go for a 2-point conversion here to try and seal the win, where East Central can't tie with a field goal. But either way, the Tigers will take a timeout.
Yeah,
we'll take a short break for this timeout. You're watching Hornet Football on W.
Attorney Matthew Lott and his group of awesome paralegals get up every day with a dedication to solve your legal problems. Injuries and family matters are our specific areas of concentration. Results matter, and our track record shows it. We have also obtained numerous significant settlements and verdicts for our clients through our personal injury practice and obtained life-altering judgments for our clients in our divorce and child custody practice. Our offices are in Hurley and Pascagoula, and we have represented clients in almost every county in Mississippi. If you cannot come to us, we will come to you.
Tired of looking from store to store for furniture that matches the rest of your decor just to settle for something close? At Willis Furniture, along with the fine quality of their furniture, you can choose to have it custom made in a choice of many different fabrics or leather. Furniture.
And welcome back to D.I. Patrick Stadium. Some talking over on the sideline for the Tigers. And they're going to go for the 2-point conversion, it looks like. They have a 2-point lead currently with 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to play in the game. 2-point conversion right here. A field goal could not win it for the Hornets.
He's not in.
And he's not in. An interesting call there from the Tigers. Not quite sure what they were going for there. They now lead by 2 with 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to play. Again, an interesting choice there from the Tigers. A field goal now wins it for the Hornets. We've already seen that Ferris can make it from the 15, and he's probably good tonight from about the 20 or 25. And East Central has 2 timeouts to work with, 2:20 on the clock.
Not just a lot of time left, Max. It'll be interesting to see what Hattiesburg chooses to do on the kickoff. I would guess they would kick it deep.
I would think so. They haven't all night. I don't think they rely too much on their kicking game. Again, he has enough saved up right now probably for something deep down the field, depending on the return from the Hornets. I just still can't wrap my head around the 2-point conversion decision.
Hornets have certainly had a big return on the season by Hollis Porter.
He hadn't really had a chance lately ever since he took one back to the house at Hazelhurst. They'll have Lane Hollis and Hollis Porter, and that looks like Sam Walls back deep. 4 guys in the midfield around the 25 to 30-yard line area. And Joshua Jones back to kick for the Tigers. Just a little pooch kick to the 28, fielded by Hollis Porter, and he'll take it to the 35. They'll shave 4 seconds off the clock, now 5. Clock's still running. They'll shave an extra 3 seconds off the clock there at the change of possession. East Central now has 75 yards to go. No, 65 yards to go.
Max,
and really all they need is 3 points.
If I'm not wrong, we did call a timeout in the third quarter, so we should have
2
2
timeouts.
left.
Just over 2 minutes to play, down 2. A lot of 2s right now in the game. So they'll send Fant to the far side. Normal formation for the Hornets. Tristan Lambert in a wing to the left side here. Fant under center. He'll hand off to Marble to the right side. He has a pretty good run down near the 40-yard line and still moving the pile. Mark him at the 41. A good play call, but with this little time left, East Central Row hustle to the line. They must have a few plays called ahead of time here
Good start by the Hornets.
Unless they motion them in. Quick down to the line. Only 15 seconds off the play clock now. Under 2 minutes now to play. 1:50. Fant rolls the pass. Pass complete to Eli. Run out of bounds.
First down Hornets. He's out of bounds. Down around the 45.
They'll have the first down at the 45.
Good job
Clock
by
stops
Eli
for the movement
Smith
of the change. Good job there by the Hornets overall. Just quick to the line. Have enough time to take a little break right here. 1:41 now to play. Still down by 2. 45 yards to go now. Fant brings the play call in. He'll now go to the left side, close to the line, with his brother Brady Fant under center. Tight end and wing to the far side of the field. Hattiesburg making calls on the defense. Fant takes the snap. He'll roll to his right on that speed option and pitch to Sam again.
Oh, boy. That just
and he'll be met for a loss of 4 on the play.
That just wasn't there.
They'll mark it for a loss of 2. They will say
clock continues to run even though he was well out of bounds.
I think since they marked for some forward progress even though it was behind the line of scrimmage, but since it was not out of bounds where he marked it, it's only 2nd and 12.
Wow.
Clock's still rolling.
That's
20
kind of
seconds
amazing.
on the play clock.
It's amazing that they didn't rule that out of bounds.
Caden Fant again to the left side. Man in motion. Brady fakes again. He'll pass it downfield. Intended for Sam Walls. Pass just outside of his fingertips. That brings up 3rd down and 12. The clock does stop now. 1 minute, 4 seconds left to play. 3rd down and 12 for the Hornets. Still down by 2.
Make some noise, Tiger fans.
I'm still shocked that they didn't rule that an out of bounds over there on the opposite side of the field.
In a normal situation, I think it would have benefited us, but in this particular one, the way he ruled a forward progress right there kind of hurt us in the end. Brady rolls to his right.
Oh,
and the ball's out. Hattiesburg has it.
And Hattiesburg's got it.
And that's probably that's the end of the game more than likely right there. Just under a minute left to play. 56 seconds on the clock. That's a hard way to lose a game right there.
Max, I feel like were it not for just a couple of busted plays tonight, the Hornets would have had a pretty comfortable win.
Well, if
you had the fake punt early in the game, and then right there at the end you had the 4th and 5 that went the distance for Hattiesburg. Winds up accounted for 2 of their 3 touchdowns on the night.
And it's a shame too. Wayne County's now up 20-7 on Picayune. Hattiesburg comes out in the victory formation. Coach Collins does have 2 timeouts in his pocket. We'll see if he uses them now. 56 seconds on the clock for the Hornets. Really no way they could get the ball back other than fumble it on a victory formation right here.
Max, I'm not sure what the standings are going to look like after tonight, but there's a possibility that there could be 4 teams all at 5-2.
And Pascagoula is about to hang on to a win at Long Beach. And East Central holds a head-to-head victory over them. But with this Hattiesburg win, that makes some things a little complicated. Gaucher is for sure not within the playoffs due to Pascagoula beating Long Beach. Now 20 seconds left to play. And 1-0 right here, and the game's over. The Tigers secure the 2nd seed in the district. However, with Wayne County currently leading Picayune, that does complicate things. The final score here, however, at D.I. Patrick Stadium, Hattiesburg manages to survive. They'll win 20-18. East Central suffers their 2nd loss on the season and their 2nd loss in district. They'll fall to 5-2 in district, while the Tigers will improve to 5-2 in district.
Max, there's a way that all 4 playoff teams could finish the season at 5-2 and tied for the district championship. Wouldn't that be a crazy way to end the 2020 football regular season?
And it sure would. And in that case, Pascagoula, the unlikely dark horse favorite, would become with a Picayune loss. We don't have a situation for that.
I'll be honest with you, Max. I don't even know how you would figure out who was the number 1 seed through number 4 seed in that situation.
Wayne County maintains this lead on Picayune. Picayune will finish 5-2. They have a victory over East Central, which will keep them down. East Central has losses now to Picayune and Hattiesburg. So East Central more than likely would be the 3 seed. Pascagoula would probably jump to the 2 seed, if not the number 1. But if Pascagoula were to jump that far, Pascagoula would be the number 1 because they beat Hattiesburg earlier in the year. Hattiesburg maybe even be the 2nd seed. East Central possibly the 4th. And Picayune maybe even the 3rd seed. From just 2 weeks ago, they had a commanding lead in the district. Just goes to show you how things can happen.
Well, I think you may wind up getting into point differential.
Absolutely. Hattiesburg did have to beat East Central by a certain score. I believe it was by 12 points for some certain standings to go the other way due to some forfeit scores.
Max, East Central's 2 losses to Picayune was only 7 points, and certainly here to Hattiesburg was 2.
And what doesn't help East Central are the forfeits. Even though they had a free win against Long Beach, they weren't allowed to score any points against Long Beach there. And a forfeit marked in the columns is a 12-point win for East Central. That's where that 12-point differential comes in for Hattiesburg.
This could work out the Hornets' way, though.
If Hattiesburg were to beat East Central by 12, Pascagoula maintains the win, and Picayune were to win, which may or may not happen, Hattiesburg would have been the 3. However, Hattiesburg only won by 2 points. East Central may maintain the 3rd seed, but if Picayune goes down, that throws everything into a loop. But we're
because the Hornets' 2 losses were by relatively close margins. I know the Hattiesburg loss to Pascagoula was by a pretty big margin.
I think about 24 points, but they made up for it for beating up on Long Beach and not allowing too many points to Gaucher or Pearl River, where East Central allowed almost 30 points to Picayune or to Gaucher and Pascagoula.
It'll certainly be interesting to see how this all plays out.
And scores from around the district right now. Pascagoula again leading Long Beach 38-7. Guaranteed Panther win almost there. See our future playoff opponents. West Jones still leading Brookhaven 37-13, which may mean East Central has a fairly good shot of facing West Jones in the first round again, possibly even at West Jones. But with East Central dropping possibly to a non-home field advantage seed, they may travel to Laurel. It's just an interesting thing either way.
I'm not really sure where we'll wind up, Max.
See, Wayne County still leads 20-7 on Picayune. And Gaucher extends their lead 27-8 on Pearl River Central. Van Cleve's now down 17-34 to Macomb in the first round of the playoffs. Bulldogs looking to be eliminated there. And Lawrence County maintains their lead over Moss Point 20-13. The other scores from around the coast before we let you go for the night. Harrison Central now only leading by 7 to Ocean Springs. Ocean Springs narrows the gap. D'Iberville opens their lead 34-16 on St. Martin. George County, looking for playoff implications, is now up 29-8 on Meridian. And Biloxi still leads 7, but Gulfport has managed to score 6. That was the final score today. Quick game there in Gulfport. The St. Stanislaus falls to North Pike in the first round of 4A playoffs. Hancock defeats West Harrison. And that's the last few scores from around the region. It'll be an interesting situation to see how they determine what's about to happen now in the district.
Well, Max, the Hornets in the 2020 regular season with an 8-2 record, and believe it or not, back into a 4-way tie for a district championship.
It'll be a few tiebreakers because the 4 that'll be tied are really the 4 we didn't want to be tied. Pascagoula, really Picayune losing is what makes this such a hard thing to figure, because Picayune, East Central, Pascagoula, and Hattiesburg, well, currently East Central, Pascagoula, and Hattiesburg all have 5-2 records in the district. Pascagoula beat Hattiesburg, but East Central beat Pascagoula, and not Hattiesburg, but Hattiesburg beat East Central. That'll go down to a point differential. If Picayune loses to Wayne County and they have a 5-2 record, Pascagoula will be the new number 1 seed because they'll have a 5-2 record. They'll be better than the other teams due to point differentials, and they'll have a division win over Picayune. And Pascagoula will jump from just about the 4 seed all the way to the number 1 seed, all with 1 win with really an opponent they were supposed to beat all along, just something everybody else did for them. But the 4 playoff teams maintain playoffs. Hattiesburg will have a home round. Well, Hattiesburg may not have a home field opponent here in the first round due to Picayune's loss again. East Central definitely will have to travel. Not sure to who. If they maintain the 3.
I'm not 100% sure of that, Max. I'm not 100% sure that East Central will have to travel.
Picayune and Hattiesburg will have the head-to-head wins over East Central. It's just a conundrum. People smarter than us will have to figure all that out. They'll have a week to do it. And
Well,
either way, I think East Central, they'll recover.
I will tell you this. We already know that West Jones has really hammered Brookhaven tonight in that big game from the other region. I think everybody would agree now at this point that West Jones, although they'll probably be, what do we say, the three seed.
If West Jones were to beat Brookhaven by 12 or more, which they were doing very handily, and if South Jones were to beat Natchez, West Jones would only be the number 3 there.
Yeah, they'll be the number 3 seed over there, and West Jones clearly the best team in that division. Although they'll be the number 3 seed and
definitely
traveling
rooting
to
for
number
South
2.
Jones.
So I really, I'll be honest with you, Max. What I saw here tonight, I'm not too down about the Hornets. We certainly did a great job on offense with this team. We just had a lot of mistakes that didn't go our way. Had some calls that really hurt us tonight at just crucial times in the game. I feel like if we played this Hattiesburg team again, we probably would have a really good night against them. I feel like that. I look across, our schedule, the teams from the other division over there, I feel like we have a great opportunity to win that first round playoff game, provided that whatever happens with the seeding doesn't match us up against that fine West Jones Mustang team.
And District 3 is set. There are no ties for their district. It's well set. Laurel was guaranteed the number 1 seed.
Max, a big difference in tonight's game in that 50-48 game in Hurley last year between the Hornets and the Tigers. A lot more defense in tonight's game, and I will tell you, with the exception of maybe just 1 or 2 plays, the Hornet defense came to play tonight. A lot of great plays. Certainly the big play on Hollis Porter's part down here gave us a opportunity to win the game tonight.
And I think if they face each other later in the playoffs, if that is what is willing to happen, then I think East Central has a pretty good shot to take them down no matter where they play.
I thought we had a good plan tonight, Max. I really did, on offense and defense. I thought we had a good plan. We missed a couple of things. Like we said, we had some mistakes out there, but I really liked the game plan that I saw on the field tonight.
And District 3's standings are set. District 4 is still to be determined due to multiple tiebreakers. But District 3, Laurel will win that district. They were guaranteed the 1 seed. They were not even playing tonight. West Jones did beat Brookhaven by 12 or more, and South Jones did beat Natchez. That means that South Jones claims a tiebreaker over West Jones, will move to the number 2 in the district. West Jones will be the number 3, and Brookhaven number 4. If East Central were to fall to the number 3, they'd travel to South Jones. That's an incredibly winnable game. If East Central somehow maintains number 2, they'll have to play West Jones at home, which is really the matchup we'd want least. And really the 4th seed right now, which East Central can't get the 1st seed, but the 4th seed right now would be traveling to Laurel, who hadn't played in a very long time. And if East Central can hold Hattiesburg like this, Hattiesburg defeated Laurel earlier in the year. East Central has a pretty good shot to go to the 2nd round either way this shakes out.
I really like our team, the way we're playing right now. I feel good, about some of the options that we have in the playoffs coming up. I think we have an opportunity to go deep, Max. I really do.
Mm-hmm. And in 5A now, different from 4A, it's just 1st round, 2nd round, South State. No 3rd round here. Quick playoffs. Just 3 games between us and the state championship right now, and a return trip just 2 years off. And I think that's about all we have for you tonight.
Max, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to try to get back down the highway and see if I can make it to H&H Chevron, see if they got any chicken tenders
Absolutely.
left.
They'll be open 24/7, as that's their policy. They've been serving Hurley since the early 90s. Your go-to convenience and gas station, open 24 hours a day, and the premier stop for all Hornet football fans. Thank you. This has been Maxwell Greeno, the voice of the Hornets. Mr. Glenn Dickerson from D.I. Patrick Stadium here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. You've been watching Hornet